Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Step into the Portal. My name is the Brandt.
And I'm Brian.
And we are here to continue on with the galaxy's most wanted or community's most hated campaign as well. How are you doing there this morning, Brian?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain.
Again, I use all that in jest, like people say they dislike it, but we all know that, some of the scenarios are super unique. I hate that term. Some of the scenarios are unique. And so there's a really nice element to that. It's just, it tends to be that the ones that are unique are also supercharged, but we got past the collector, and I'm not lying, Brian. I have a huge sigh of relief after getting past the collector.
I think he's one of the worst ones, in my opinion, to play against.
Yeah, he just really feels like you can't get the ball rolling. I mean, obviously we're going to struggle with Ronan. Nebula's a toss-up. Like we could totally struggle and just not get there today.
That's
But
right.
we could also just roll her on the first one if she doesn't draw well, right? So it's really how her deck draws.
Yeah.
Is how that will go. But it feels like those two, you could eventually play some form of control. But the collector, you just can't. He rolls way faster. And then Rocket just can't because he doesn't allow Rocket to do what Rocket wants to do.
Yeah. I was actually just thinking about it today because I have Regroup in my deck. Does Regroup supersede collectors collecting your stuff?
No.
I mean, the Regroup is going to go into the collection, but the ally, would the ally go as well?
I don't know. What does Regroup say? Forced interrupt or hero interrupt?
Well, the interrupt when an ally is defeated by an enemy attack, return it to its owner's hand instead of discarding it.
And the collector's is a forced interrupt.
So you would Regroup. Defeated, so you'd be boned if you played Regroup.
I remember people talking about it on Discord and saying what you said, which is you would get the ally and then the Regroup would go in, but I don't think that's true still, because then it would be good in multiplayer because everybody'd get their allies.
But then they'd all be throwing.
But I'm pretty sure if it's an interrupt and his is a force interrupt, but it's always reading the text and figuring out the timing of them both. But if they're the same timing, then the force interrupt is going to take place. So I don't think Regroup saves you in that spot.
All right.
And you'd have again, because you're putting it in the collection, you have to at least guarantee that you're getting more than one ally, right, to make it worthwhile if it was a thing. So
this makes sense.
Here's that. All right, we're going to take on Collector 2. We're going to take on Nebula today, and then you can join us Friday morning. I think we just decided we'll go at 9 a.m. again for the finale against Ronan. So it's going to be a dance-off, bro. So that is what our plan is going to be. So if you didn't watch the first one, you can go back to Monday, and we streamed, and we did an aspect draft. So if I can remember the first battle, what were we? I was leadership, and you were
protection.
Protection, and we fought Drang, and that one went pretty well. That was pretty straightforward. Then we took on the collector. We bought some stuff with our credits. I was aggression, and you were justice. And we just kind of got through the collector. We didn't try to play with things and get points and credits and everything. We just got through it and breathed our sigh of relief.
Pretty much.
And this is all on standard, Brian.
I know.
It's just maddening,
It's it shouldn't feel this hard. It should feel that should what expert should be like,
Yeah. And again, I don't mind if Ronan feels like that. Like Magneto's kind of like that. I feel like you can roll most of that campaign, same Venom Goblin on standard, and then you get to the last one. Although Venom Goblin on standard is at least is doable. You know what I mean? On expert, it's like there's a handful of people and it's mostly solo. There's that amazing 4.5-hour stream that those guys did where they beat expert Venom Goblin, and it took 4.5 hours.
Yep.
Or something. And I'm like, I like this game, but at 3 hours, I'm pretty much like, whatever.
You're pushing it, right?
So, all right. So now we drafted. So this game, I am playing Protection, and we're fighting Collector 2.
Yep. And I'm going to be making a few phone calls to Maria Hill.
Leadership, which will set us up for the the epic aggression justice matchup against Nebula, which will be good. And then we will build our decks for Ronin, is what we decided.
Yes. Because at that point we've played every aspect once, so we're just
Yeah,
gonna
it just
go
gives
with
us the best
what
chance
we
to beat
want.
him. Because I'm not sure that he is beatable by these two. I love Rocket, I love Groot, but he is one of the toughest villains, if not the toughest villain in the
Yeah.
game, and I'm not certain how beatable he is.
I mean, Rocket, his base precon was aggression, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And my base precon was protection, which is most likely how we're gonna play against him, but we're gonna build.
I mean, I think I'll go Justice.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Just
Of
to try
course.
to control, I think, because I don't think we can output the damage. I think the only other way to do it is if we both went aggression and just tried to power him down, which we could have in our back pockets. If we
Yes.
get flustered with trying to control him, we could just have aggression decks built and just go all in damage and see if we just
Yeah.
smash him down.
Yeah. Is there any card discard or anything?
For us here,
Yeah.
no, we're
Nothing.
going to
No
put
setup.
the library labyrinth into play. Oh, I'm also using these sleeves, which the artwork is
Yes.
gorgeous. I will say that I bought another set of these sleeves. Actually, they weren't Game Genic though; they were Dragon Shields, but they had the similar backing, and they're already tearing at the corners with my Hero cards. So I know quality of these may be a concern for people. I'm using them for the fun of it, and then I'll probably use these for some other decks, that I use differently because I do sleeve all my champions cards otherwise. But I figured I would show them off. But I was sad that I posted and then people said they can't find them at their local store. So now I feel like a jerk.
Yeah.
Haha, look what I got and you can't get, which was not my intent.
Thanks, Brandt.
So there's that. All right, so we've got there is no escape. So this comes in with 10 threat, and we deal a damage to each player, which is totally a non-issue. So weird that the collector is like add a card to the collection, but this one isn't like add 5 threat per player to the main scheme, right?
Do we take a damage right away?
No, when we defeat this, we each take a damage.
Got it.
So it feels like when we get to the last turn, right? We stall out the last turn to remove this
Makes sense.
and go from there.
Okay, yeah.
What were you saying?
Nothing. It was going
Alright.
to be like future talk. So
Got it.
that.
So the
I think
library
all of
here
this is
is
just
that we can deal
pitched.
ourselves an encounter card to remove 5 threat from the main scheme.
Discard a card, remove 5 threat, right?
Yeah. No, this is deal yourself an encounter card.
Encounter card.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the collector is a 1/1, but he's really a 2/2 because he's whatever level you're on. So if we want, we could keep him on this first level and build. And then when he's defeated, we remove 6 threat from the main scheme and flip him so he's a 0/0 for a round.
Okay.
That's the way he works. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I see there are several people here in chat. Hello, Yoda's Hut. Hello, Play the Game. It sounds like Steve and I are going to play a game on Friday night together as well. I don't know exactly what we'll be doing, but Steve, I'm thinking we're doing the love game. We got to get a couple versus the other couple, the Corvus and Proxima couple. So we'll have couples night.
Yep.
I thought it would be
Sounds
fun.
good.
All right, so we're flipping this over, set aside the ship command modular, which I have here. And then when the last threat is removed from this, we progress. So this is going to start at 14. I'm just going to use a die.
Yep. Probably best.
All right. Am I going first?
I believe, yeah, you're first player, so.
Is that the way we're rolling here?
Yep. I have a pretty decent opening hand, man. I got a double resource into an Ironheart to draw a card. I have a Fertile Ground, I have a Fruition and Flora and Fauna.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, this thing caps out at 22, so we just need to remove a little bit of threat from it, but
yeah,
I have a generally good opening hand. I do have this Professor X who I'd like to get out.
Oh, if you can, that would be pretty solid start.
So let's see. I could play my Skeleton and Professor X, or I could play this Energy Barrier.
How many did you put in the deck?
I have 2 Energy Barriers, so maybe I skip that.
Okay, and you've already pitched one of your repurposes already to Mulligans,
Yeah.
right? So
Right. All right. So I'll put my Skeleton out. Ooh, I don't have my health dial. Ooh, I have one here. I had my
Aha.
fancy one, but I
I
bring it to my hero.
I completely forgot my health dial again. So I just got this. But then again, you know what? Eventually, I think I want to get myself the what everyone keeps showing those player boards that you can put your hero on.
Yeah.
They can have those tokens. I want that
Yeah,
eventually.
I do like them. The tokens frustrate me a little bit compared to dials, but I wouldn't mind putting tokens for like stun and stuff like that. Like you have the growth counters.
Yeah.
That
I
stuff makes a
mean,
little more sense for me. All right, I will thwart with Professor X. Should I stay down? You're flipping up, or were you not flipping up from your turn?
I'm flipping up to do probably to do the flora and fauna. So
So should I stay down? Will threat be an issue? I don't think so if he's confused,
no, he's
right?
confused. You got
All
him
right.
confused. He's good.
What are we unprepared for, Steve? Oh, maybe the match he's going to set up for us.
Yeah. Cool. So over to me. You already done, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got a
Okay.
killer first turn. I'm sorry. I didn't react strongly enough now that I
Strength,
see what you have.
strength for Ironheart. Of course, it's Maria Hill.
It's
Uh,
it's
let's
fine.
go Kalu for Fertile Ground. Fertile Ground.
Draw a double. Draw a
Draw.
double.
Oh,
Oh, what a day.
genius. Maria Hill. Maria Hill draws both of us a card.
It's my force field generator. My
Cool.
generator.
I'm going to flip up. I'm going to use Fruition to gain 2 more counters.
You should be at
Uh,
5, right? Did you get one from Fertile Ground?
no, you're right. I forgot to give myself Fertile Ground. My turn's just so awesome. I completely forgot. Maria Hill, Ironheart, forward for 1 for 3.
Nice. Oh, there you go, Bry guy. Steve's got one for you.
He's got one what?
A board, one of those player boards.
Oh, nice.
He has
That,
one that was gifted to him that he'll pass on to you since he's not using it for his filming and everything.
yeah, I absolutely love them, and they go with my tokens. So I want to buy one. So
Nice.
and ready him. Okay, so I will punch for 2, and then I will flora and fauna. Give myself 2 growth counters. Ready, punch for 2.
Crazy first turn. Nice. And I'll block
That
for you with
was
Professor. That was
that
a
was
ridiculous first turn.
that was pretty amazing. I gotta say.
All right, I got a Daredevil. I got a Crew Quarters, which I'll probably get out. I even have this Night Nurse. So we'll have to see what makes sense. All right, not crazy, but I can get stuff out, so that's good. All right, you're all drawn up.
Yep, I
This
am, sir.
goes to 10.
Sweet,
He
Steve.
is going to be
Sweet.
confused against me, and then he's going to attack you, and Professor will block. So he attacks you for 1+1 because we're on level 1, plus 0 is 2. So Professor is out. And then we each get an encounter card. I get the teapot, and you get an advance. So he's going to scheme
All
for
right.
2 plus 0. A lot of zeros in here.
2 plus 0. All right.
And passes to you.
Passes to me. All right. I do have Gamora. So I think she's my play that I want to go to. So 1, 2, and there's nothing else to remove, so I can pitch the Root Stomp. Let's get Gamora down. She will. Okay. So are you going to remove the teapot on this round?
Um, so if I remove the teapot, I lose Night Nurse and Crew Quarters, which might be fine. I could then either play the generator or Daredevil, depending on how much threat we need to get rid of. So I think so. I think it makes sense.
Okay, because he's got how much health left?
He has 12 health left.
12 health left. Okay, well, I'm attacking him for 2 with myself, and Gamora is going to do an attack of 2 as well. When she does, hero response. After Gamora attacks, discard until you find an event.
Oh, Steve, I agree with you. Standard changes a lot, even in this campaign. But again, these two came
Root
in the
stomp.
box, and people were so frustrated trying to get them from the box to beat it. So that's what I wanted to do. I don't know that they
Right,
could do it on
yeah.
expert.
Groot is gonna flip down. I'm gonna fertile ground.
Hold on, did you
Gain.
attack for 2 and I missed it?
Yes, I
All right.
attacked for 4. Myself and Gamora.
Yep, down to 8.
Okay, Groot's flipping down, gaining another growth counter with fertile ground. I will draw a card. It's a make the call. So Maria Hill and Ironheart are going to thwart. There go 3 damage or 3 threat. Both of
Yep,
them are gone. I will then use make the call to play Maria Hill
it's a reload.
and draw. You draw, I draw. Vine spikes. Let's keep that. Maria Hill thwart for 2.
Down to 7.
You're up.
All right. I will flip up. I will use the crew quarters and the night nurse and take a damage to get rid of the teapot.
It's victory, right?
No, it's not one of the side schemes.
Okay.
I will thwart for 2 to bring this down to 5. I think I won't progress because if he because I could take a card, but I don't think it's worth it here.
I think we have it under control.
I'll spend these 3 to get a force field generator. I mean, we do get the Milano if we move to the next stage, but we could probably just progress there naturally.
Yes, I think so.
And this has 6 energy counters on it. All right, we're good. I'll hold Daredevil. You turned me on to this Daredevil card. He's super good.
He is, isn't he?
Ooh, there's the mounted laser too.
So how much health does the collector have again? Right now?
The collector has 8 health. Steve, yes, he's running Welcome Aboard.
Boom. Welcome aboard,
It is
baby.
like the Guardians card, which I think is perfect because it's such a fun thematic one. All right, 7. He schemes against you for 2. Plus 2 is 4. So this goes to 11. And then he's attacking me, and I have this force field generator. So 2 plus he gets a tough status card. And it's actually 3, so I lose my 3 here. And then we get cards. So you get the Badoon Headhunter. And I get On the Hunt. Choose to either take 2 damage or discard a random card. I will take 2 when you would take any amount of damage. Perfect. And it surges into Impossible Geometry. I am confused. See, I didn't play the Night Nurse, and that's what I get. Insight 1 goes to 12. All right, this passes to me. I don't have a lot of get rid of the Badoon Headhunter things.
How much health does he have?
7.
I got him.
Okay. So I can play this mounted laser, flip down, and put Ingenuity out, but I don't get rid of any threat. Should I take an encounter card to get rid of threat?
Uh,
I think I'll do that.
yeah,
gonna
sure.
Take an encounter card, remove 5 threat just to keep this under control. Then I will use my Flora and Fauna to play my mounted laser cannon. So I can deal 3 damage to an enemy. Does it help if I put 3 on the Badoon Headhunter? Can you root stomp him?
Yes, I can root stomp him. Don't put it on him. Give me a second here. So I don't need you guys. And if I also get rid of you guys, I could do this, keep Triskelion for next turn, or I just pitch Triskelion and play you. So what I could do is if you remove the tough, he said he has got 8 health, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you
if
not
you
getting
remove,
rid of the Badoon Headhunter?
oh, I'm doing both. If you
Ah.
remove the tough off of him, I am Groot him for 8. which will actually be 9 because I'll root stomp that dude first and kill him.
Hold on. If you root, you're gonna root stomp him by attacking, with attacking.
Yes,
Okay, I have 3 damage here. All you want me to do is remove the tough, correct?
yes.
I will use my mounted laser cannon. I thought I understood, but I want to make sure. Then I can exhaust to get rid of
because
my
you said he's got
confuse.
yes.
And I will flip down. And so what I could do is I could actually get rid of this force field generator. I mean, I can use it with the other card, the repurpose, but I could get rid of it. That would give me 2 cards, which would let me play Ingenuity and Daredevil. Is that worth it right now? Probably.
Yeah, Ingenuity is just pure gas for you later on, right? So
I'll get rid of that, get 2 cards.
the laser is also only 2 damage, not 3, because we don't have the Milano.
I do have the Milano. Oh, I don't have the Milano. I have the first player token, but not the Milano. Thank you.
Correct.
All right, 1, 2. I'll use a hard knocks to play Daredevil, and Daredevil will remove 2 threat from here.
Yeah. I'm at 10 counters. I did 1 for that. So yep. Okay, cool. My turn.
Taking this card in retrospect might have been a mistake, but I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think we're fine. Turn.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna flip up. I'm going to attack for 2 on the Headhunter.
There is the option of leaving the Headhunter so we don't progress, but I think it's too early to try to deal with him the rest of the game.
I think so too. I'll pitch 2 for Root Stomp and kill the Headhunter. I have max counters.
It really just should have been Groot Stomp, shouldn't it have been?
Groot Stomp, yeah. Gamora is gonna do a thwart of 1 and discard until I find just an event. Oh, it's the make the call.
All right.
Okay, so if I what if I do this then? What if I use these 2 for make the call? Thwart, make the call, these 2, bring Maria back, gets me a card. Yep, there we go. Okay, Maria Hill is going to thwart for 2.
Yeah.
Go away. I will then pay 2 for make the call for Maria Hill.
Ooh, I've got a plan.
Draw. And then I will pay these 2 to do I am Groot and smash him for 10.
Nice. So he flips. Oh, wait, that's going to remove 6 threat. So who thwarted for 2? Maria Hill and Gamora for 1?
Yes.
So had I been paying attention, I would have removed the 3 from here. And then that removes 6 threat and progresses this to the next one. So we put the set aside Milano into play under my control. And then when the last threat is removed from this scheme, advance to station. So the only issue is we're at 22 out of 30, but it should be fine, right? Even if he advances.
I will thwart for 2 with Maria.
Oh, okay, so I'll leave it.
She came back from make the call, so she can thwart for 2 on the main scheme now.
Perfect. So it's down to 20. Got it.
And I am decking out, unfortunately.
That's all right. Wow, that was fast. What made you go through? Oh, Gamora, right?
Gamora, yeah.
So it's funny. I was just thinking for my Justice deck, like, oh, Sense of Justice. Do I want to put it in? But I just realized Ingenuity is Sense of Justice, but better.
Yes.
So I don't need to put Sense of Justice in there.
Pretty much.
Nothing for the Milano to do.
Yeah, nothing.
All right. Are we ready enough?
Yep. I'm at 10 Groot counters.
It's crazy.
I actually
Groot,
had
you're a
more.
friggin' monster.
Dude, I actually had a fruition that I pitched because I didn't need it.
Right. Yeah, no, it gets to that point where those become resource cards. All right, we're adding 2 to the main scheme. goes to 22. He is scheming against me for 3, 4. So that's going to go to 26. So that is troublesome, huh?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me draw this hand and decide how I'm blocking. 4, 5.
Question is, should we have had you take an encounter card?
No. Why?
Because if he advances, we lose.
If he advanced, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Then I probably would have done that.
All right, we're gonna give you another encounter card. I know it would have
The
been this
counter
one,
card, it would have been that one.
but we'll just take one.
I mean, you could just give that to me and then do your boost.
All right. My boost would have been a ghost. We'll then scheme for 2. All right, and then you are up, right?
Yeah, so
Am
I
I
should have
blocking with
3.
Daredevil?
No,
Oh, he flipped.
I can,
He flipped. He flipped.
yeah. So there should be less threat.
Yeah, I guess we just got to take it now that we messed it up the other way, right? So he should have only been scheming for 0. That's my point.
Okay, yeah.
What should I do? Just leave it because this is what we did now?
I think the ghost should be my boost and the other boost goes back. And then we don't
Alright.
have that yet. Just leave it
Alright.
the way we had it.
So you
the
didn't
ghost,
take a card. It's at 20. It goes to 22. He boosts for 1 against me. It goes to
Which
23. The
was the
ghost is now your
ghost is
boost,
mine.
or I can shovel it back in. You're
Nope, the
blocking
ghost
with
is
Maria Hill?
the ghost is my boost. I'm blocking with Gamora.
Okay. So Gamora's out. Sorry, everybody. That's a little bit of cheating on my part. Brian had nothing to do with it. And then the ghost attacks you for 2.
Yeah, that's fine. I lose 2 counters.
That was my bad because I forgot to flip him. So we had a plan.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
Good for cards?
Yes.
All right, I get a ghost, so I am confused. We get the egg, the monarch egg.
That's
Comes
the
in
one we
with
don't want to
9.
remove.
Okay. Player defeated this, and it just accelerates, so it's not a big deal. Vandarian Power Wand. Enemy with the lowest scheme. So his scheme is currently 0, so we've got to attach
0.
it to him. Yeah.
Yep.
And we get the magical teapot.
A one we do remove.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of threat removal.
Yes, it is.
You get the Milano. And we flip this back over, and he is at 16 health again. So I'm confused. I got a plan, but I can't use it.
How can you be confused and God plan? Just makes no sense.
So that darn getting rid of that night nurse is hurting me so bad.
Yeah. All right.
So I have a Nick Fury, which will draw me 3 cards, which will let me play a Hard Knocks. So I can kill one of these ghosts. I could overkill it to draw a card. I'll hold. I've got a plan for next turn. And I've got this laser that could potentially take out a ghost if you attack one of them.
Okay. I'm going to use energy to play Ironheart. It's a command team.
Morning, Chris.
You said you have a laser?
I have this mounted laser that deals 2 damage.
Oh yeah, it's 2. I thought you meant maybe you had one of your guns.
Nope. Those are pistols.
Yeah. Let's see. Maria and Ironheart can remove some threat. Milano doesn't remove threat in this scenario, does it?
No. It removes it from the last scheme.
Removes it from the last game, eh? Okay. Well, I don't need fruition because I do have flora and fauna. Ready. Raccoon upgrade and ready that upgrade. Okay, yeah. I think maybe I just use fruition to play flora and fauna. If I flip down, I could play major victory and get an extra threat and then take an encounter card and remove some threat.
So the current issue we have is if
Is
we flip down, we have no threat removal,
yeah.
which is all on me, and I just am confused.
Okay, so I have 2, 3, 4 if I use myself instead of punching, but I do have 2, 3, 4.
You could also just take an
Milano,
encounter
5.
card and get rid of 5 and then do what you were going to do.
All right, so I'll just do a punch for 2 to start.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to use the fruition, the flora and fauna. I will gain my 5, 6. I'll gain back to 10 counters and ready myself.
Yep.
Now I can either punch for another 2 and kill one, or I just do a thwart of 1.
Yeah, I can kill both of them, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. I'll thwart for 1.
Okay.
With
This is down to
myself.
22.
I'm going to use the Milano and this command team to play major victory. I really need my nowhere.
Yeah.
Get these guardians out. Okay. Maria Hill, Ironheart, major victory can all thwart, so that's an extra 4.
All right, so this is down to 18.
I will stay up and I will take an encounter card to remove 5.
Okay. You don't have to stay up.
Me flipping down doesn't do anything other than play fertile ground and draw 1 card, which won't do anything. So,
but it'll draw your card on the up.
It'll give
You'll
me
have 7
1
cards next turn.
Sure, yeah, that's true.
It's your call.
It's only because threat is an issue, right?
Threat's not an issue now. We're at 13 out of 30.
Yeah, but then you have the bonus and the extra card anyways. Okay, whatever. I'll flip down then.
Okay. Oh, I need to get
Okay.
rid of this thing, huh?
I'll fertile ground just to see what I draw. It's a Triskelion. Uh-oh. The Milano was used, I believe, for major victory.
All right. So I think I have to get rid of this
through my
energy
allies so
barrier.
fast.
I guess I just have to hope I draw lightning. Unless I get rid of I've got a plan, but it feels pretty clutch.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
All right,
Feel clutch.
I can do this. I'll use salvage, energy barrier, and ingenuity to play Nick Fury. When I use salvage, I will put a force field generator on top of my deck. Then I draw 3. Perfect. All right. So now I draw into these triples. Oh, but then I can't play the hard knocks. So what do I do? Not kill an enemy? Not get rid of the extra card draw? I am not sure.
I think the extra card draw is probably more important than killing one of the ghosts.
All right, so I'll spend energy and force field generator to get rid of this power wand. Then I guess
because the laser will kill the ghost in front of me, right?
Yeah.
So that's not an issue. And then
no, if I could just draw a card. I don't have a way to overkill unless I hit it with Daredevil and then overkilled it to draw a card to play hard knocks. That's worth it.
Sure. Yeah, I think so.
I'll hit it with Daredevil. It goes to 3. I'll overkill it with the mounted laser cannon. That'll leave this one in play. Draw a card. Black Widow. I'll use Black Widow, my cannon, and hard knocks to play hard knocks. Kill this one. Get a tough status card. Nickel thwart for 2. It's down to 11.
All right.
right. I think whichever way we played it, it was probably going to work out fine, but felt messy. All right, here we go. There's my thruster boots. With and I've got a plan, so now we're in good shape. And Nightcrawler to boot. All right, draw up. This goes to 14. So he is, you flipped down or you did not?
I did flip down, correct.
All right, so he's scheming for 3. Plus you get a ghost. He's attacking me. I have Nick Fury.
Whoa,
So he
oh, Ghost has got a scheme.
Ghost schemes for 2. Thanks. So it goes to 16. Hold on. 14. He schemed for 3, so it goes to 17. The ghost schemes for 2, it goes to 19. I missed all that. All right. Then he's attacking Nick Fury for +2, which is 5. Nick is out. And now we get cards, and you end up with 3 cards. Cloak of Hercules, enemy with the lowest attack. So his is technically right now 3, right?
Yes.
So it goes on the ghost. You get another ghost, so you're confused.
Okay.
And a servant bot.
Guard patrol.
Yep. And I get a gang up, so he's attacking me, but I'm tough, and he is tough.
See you, Steve. Thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Okay, back to us, right?
Yep.
Okay, call for an action. Make the call, Maria Hill. Draw card.
I have the Milano. Yep, no problem.
Yep.
Sorry. I was reading what Steve said there. I drew a pistol.
Let's go.
Oh, it's me. I'm so sorry.
Yes, it is. You're first. I was just
All
calling
right.
for an action.
So I'll use Ingenuity to play the thruster boots. I will use I will then thwart. Let's see. So I can thwart for 3 and then for 4. What do you need me to deal for damage? I've got a 3 here that can just take out your bot. Is that just a good call?
Sure, yes. Is it an overkill?
It's not. Do you want me to set that up?
It was just only for if you need to draw a card. That was all.
If I want to overkill, I would have to kill the ghost and put down the battery pack. Or sorry, put down the pistol, which is probably fine. Then I could play Nightcrawler, so it makes sense. I'll get rid of the battery pack. I'll put down the pistol. Do you need the Milano?
I was just about to ask if you need the Milano because
I don't think I need
I
it.
can play Triskelion, my deft focus, get that finally out on the board, and then with the Milano, I can use my welcome aboard to play Black Knight.
Perfect.
And then I can go right through his tough.
I can't get rid of the servant bot. Can you get rid of it?
It's how much health?
3.
3. Yeah, I can get rid of it.
All right. So I will soften up this ghost with the pistol, and then I'll overkill it with the laser. Murdered you, and get rid of the cloak. I'll draw a card. It's an Avengers Mansion. Oh, well, that's just going to have to go. Then I will thwart the teapot for 3. I'll play I've Got a Plan. Shoot, how did I do this wrong?
If you need the Milano, it's fine.
Well, the other option is instead of playing Nightcrawler, I could flip down and play the Mansion.
Well, if you take the Milano to do that and then give me the Mansion, then it's all the same.
Okay. So I'll use the Milano. I've Got a Plan ready. Thwart for 4. I'm not gonna be able to get rid of that though.
It's only 1 left, right?
2 left.
Okay, yeah, that's Maria Hill.
Oh, perfect. All right, then I will flip down. I'll scrap my pistol, tinker my pistol, draw 2, and I will use these. How do I do this now?
You got Moon Girl, didn't you?
Yeah, so if I
I
use
think
these three, but if I
keep Moon Girl for next round, right?
yep.
If
Oh, and you're getting rid of the threat. Yeah, no, that works out fine. So then I'll use these ones. I'll put the mansion out. The mansion draw is yours. And I'll put a pistol back on top, I think, at this point.
down to Root Stomp. Don't need it though, I don't think. Okay, over to me, right?
Yep.
Right. Let's play that Triskelion down. Let's flip up. I can punch for 2 on the Servant Bot.
Okay.
Major Victory is going to punch for 1 on the Servant Bot, get rid of him. And when he is defeated, choose a friendly Guardian character, myself, and ready.
Perfect.
Marie Hill is going to thwart for 2 off of that side scheme.
So you heal 4.
Did you? Oh, I don't need it. I haven't taken a point of
I was the
damage yet.
same. I only have 1 point of damage, so
Okay. Then I'm going to use the Root Stomp that I just drew to play the Deft Focus because I want to keep the Make the Call. And oh, wait a second. No. The Root Stomp. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Welcome Aboard and the Root Stomp to play Black Knight. That's what it is. Yeah. And Black Knight is going to punch for 2, go right through the tough.
okay. He's down to 14.
Unless I just kill the ghost.
Yeah, I mean you could save back Black Knight for next turn, right?
Yeah, I mean I can use Black Knight and myself to kill the ghost and just leave him with tough.
All right. Sounds good.
And then Ironheart is going to thwart for 1 and go away.
Perfect. And I deck. We should be better now too, because now I mean I have the cannon down, I have my thrusters, and I have a mansion.
Right.
So it's just a little bit of build that I needed to hopefully. I mean, now my deck is super thin, and I draw a ton in cycle, so I should be a lot more effective.
Cool.
All right, this is going to add 3 to go to 21. He is going to scheme against me for 3, 4, goes to 25. He's attacking you for 3.
Let's just have Maria Hill block it.
+1. I guess advance gets us into trouble again, though. Assault will surge into advance. 3 + 1 is 4. He gets a tough status, 29. I get a shark. And you get Shadow of the Past.
Oh no. Not Fernax.
Trouble is brewing again. Man, this threat is a lot. All right. After the villain phase begins, so none of that happened, so we're good. This has 6 on it.
All right.
Milano goes over to you.
Milano goes over to me, eh? So. Well, I need to thwart and remove my confuse.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to take encounter cards to bring this down.
Okay, let's go Vine Shield for Deft Focus, and I'm gonna use the Milano.
Okay.
With Regroup and Deft Focus to do I Am Groot and thwart for 10.
Oh, well, there you go. Down to 19.
I am going to.
Hey, Black Dog.
I mean, Man, okay, I need to flip down here because I can just do more. I don't
Can you
know
get
if you
rid of
need
Fernax or not at all?
uh Black Knight can punch for 2.
Got it.
I have a make the call. I can get another Maria Hill and draw you a card if I had the mansion though, I think. So give me a sec though. I want a fertile ground to see if no. Yeah, I would need the mansion.
Yeah, take it.
Yes. Another make the call, of course. All right, I'll use make the call and glue to make the call. Maria Hill.
Draw a double.
Draw a card. It's a We Are Groot. Maria Hill thwarts for 2.
Okay.
And Black Knight can punch for 2.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, I will use a power in all of us and my ingenuity to play Moon Girl. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Just don't got nothing. All right. So I have this Professor X. I can get this pistol down. So this is 2 damage and this is 2 damage. I also have a pistol. So I think. All right. I'll use a power of protection. Does that make most sense? No, I'll use crew quarters to play a pistol. And then I'll tinker the pistol to draw 2. There's a night nurse. Then I'll flip up. I have no idea what I'm doing here. So I mean the pistol and the cannon can get rid of Fernax, which I guess is goal number
And
1, right?
yeah, and if you pistol first and then use the cannon, it's overkill, so he'll lose his tough, right?
No.
Oh, sorry, wrong cannon.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking if you're
nothing's
the other
overkill. Yeah,
cannon.
yeah. Sorry, it's not even a
I
cannon.
was
It's a mounted laser.
I thought you said cannon. I thought you
It's a
meant your
little
other
light
cannon.
bulb that blinks.
Yes.
All right, that'll take care of Fernax then. So then I know I've got to play here with repurpose and my pistol. So if I use this, I've got a plan and then do that, I can play Professor X. All right. So I will play Professor X. Should I stun the
Confused.
Star Shark? I don't think so. I think I can just take 3 damage, right?
Yeah,
I can
and
put
it's
some on
indirect.
Professor. Yeah.
It's also indirect, so
All right. So then I repurpose should be last, right? So I thwart for 3 off the main. Then I play I've got a plan. Ready. Now I thwart for 4. I get rid of Blazing Inferno.
amazing.
And then I repurpose. And now I thwart for 5. And I take 5 off the main, and it's down to 11. Then Professor brings it down to 8.
Yeah,
And I think Moon Girl deals 2 damage to the Star Shark
sure, yeah.
to just start bringing him down. All right, there's threat.
Very nice.
Yeah, that felt like a big turn.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I got a flora and fauna. I just need to get my big gun out. That's the next thing, right? The cannon. If I can get that in play and then start adding tokens to it, we should be good.
I've never been at 10 counters for so long.
Where it's becoming useless. All right, this goes to 11. You are set,
Yes,
and you flipped down.
I did.
You are still confused.
I am not. I thwarted for tie, removed it, and then did a thwarted 10 last
That's
round.
right.
So
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you thwart last turn? All right, then he schemes against you, but he's confused. He attacks me. Oh, do I just use Moon Girl?
I was gonna say, do you want Maria Hill?
Yeah, Maria Hill makes sense. So for 3+, you have to deal 1 damage to each character you control. Does that kill her?
That kills Maria and Black Knight.
Gotcha. And then you take the 3 damage, not as counters.
Ouch.
Sorry. And then Star Shark will put 1 on me and 2 on Professor X. My bad. All right, you get a Fan the Flames, so you take 2 indirect damage.
Ouch.
You'll have to heal. And I get
Yep.
a Servant Bot. Milano passes to me. I wish that was a tech upgrade.
I have Nick Fury in hand with Welcome Aboard and Strength.
Okay.
Just letting you know, I have Nick.
All right. I'll use my
So you do
Ingenuity
not get to play him.
and my Genius. I don't have Nick. I'll put a rocket launcher down. I'm doing this thing that seems like it's got to be annoying for people watching, where my minions are in the same row as my
Yeah.
allies and cards. I should
You got
not
space.
do
Yeah,
that.
you got space to lower it.
Yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know why I do that.
You could also move the victory stuff up a little bit more if you want.
Yeah.
So that you have more space for side schemes that come
Got
out.
it. I think we're okay now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I play this rocket launcher. This gets 2 on it. So this will deal 2 damage. All right. And then, so this will deal 3.
Yeah. Are you looking for an overkill?
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can kill both of them, but I can't. I can kill both of them, but I can't overkill both of them. So I will do that. Then I'll launch the I mean, I could use Moon Girl, but I think she's got a thwart. I'll use the rocket launcher to put 2 on this and kill the Star Shark. It's just so funny. Rocket and Groot just want to play control. They don't want to play massive damage. Then I will reload my rocket launcher and I'll fire it at the Servant Bot. Sorry, I should have taken the tough off here. And the second time it deals 2. I'll overkill this guy. Murdered you. Draw a card. It is a Hard Knocks.
The rocket launcher is 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
How much does the shark have left before you hit it with the 3?
It had 2, so then it would be at 6 now.
Oh, okay.
So there's a way I think I could have actually done it, but then I'll Flora and Fauna. I'll ready it and add 2 tokens to it. I guess I won't fire it. Then I can thwart for 3. Bring this down to 8. Moon Girl can thwart for 2. Bring it down to 6. I'll flip down. You got a Milano and an Avengers Mansion.
Okay, cool. I'll start by flipping up. I'm going to use Welcome Aboard and Strength. Nick Fury. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. You said I have a mansion. I'll use it.
Yep.
Draw a card. Okay. Let's go. How much health does he have?
He's got 12 left.
12 left. All right. I'm going to use my Lashing Vines and a Fruition to do I Am Groot for 10 damage.
It's down to 2.
I can punch him for 2.
He flips. Take 6 threat. That's going to progress us. Is that going to be bad? Should I thwart the side scheme and leave this out one more turn?
How bad is it?
It goes to 16 out of 24 threat. We can use the Milano to get rid of 3. He's going to attack us. Well, he won't this turn. It just really becomes a matter of we can probably finish it off quick, but do we want to get rid of this stuff or do we not care?
It's 5, 6, 7 on that. I mean,
We actually don't care
could.
about this because we max at 3 victories, so this doesn't actually even do anything for us.
All right.
So
Yeah.
we're going for
So,
it.
yeah.
All right. This is at 16. We flip this. We're gonna have to take indirect damage. That's the other thing of note.
Right now
During the villain phase.
during the villain phase. Okay. Deft focus.
And we can no longer take a card. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't heal actually. I forgot to heal. Oh well. I have 10 counters. I am Groot, deft focus, and my vine spikes to play I am Groot for 10 threat.
Nice. There you go. I didn't know you had that sitting in your pocket.
Yeah.
Did you
Honorary
use the
Guardian.
Milano?
I did not. Honorary Guardian is in my is on me now, and Milano can remove 3 threat. You said from it.
Yeah, so it's down to 3.
Okay.
Does Nick bring it down to 1?
Nick brings it down to 1.
Darn it. All right, there we go.
Unfortunately, how did I do that? I went I am Groot, Vine Spikes, and Deft Focus to do this. Actually, if funny enough, is that if I had one more resource somehow, I would have been able to play Martin X and finish it.
Yeah, but we used the Milano to get rid of 3, so that wouldn't have changed the math, right?
Yeah, I meant if I had one more resource, I could have done
No,
that.
I know. I was saying that would have been the one resource, but
Yeah,
that's okay. We'll get there. And there's
Okay.
nothing else we need to remove because we max at 3 in the victory display. We don't want another one of these. We don't need to remove this. So honestly, it's just we just go.
Cool.
All right. So we are adding 3 threat. This goes to 4.
Mhm.
Then we either assign 6 indirect damage or 4 if we exhaust the Milano. But I'll just take the 6 and go to 4.
Okay. I mean, I can assign
Unless
1
you
to
have
Nick
no
Fury.
group counters. Okay,
I
yeah.
have 10 growth counters.
Unless you have no cards that use growth counters, is what I meant.
All I have is entangling vines next round, but that's
So-
it. So yeah, it's just health for me right now.
Yeah.
It's 10
That's fine.
health.
I'll just
So-
take it. I don't perceive a
but
world in which I take
Nick-
more indirect damage, is there?
Nick can take 1, and I can at least take 2 from my growth
Right.
counters.
So that'll leave me at 7 just in case. All right,
Yeah,
then
because
he
you
is...
don't know that the Fernax cards can come out and you take
Yeah, that's a good point.
a ton
There
of
it is.
damage.
Yeah. Good call. So Collector is scheming for 0 plus 1. So it goes to 5. And then he's attacking you for 0
Nick Fury.
plus 2. And then we get cards. I did not realize you had that I am Groot scheme. So you're going to get the Beyonder's Blazer, which gives a boost. And then there's Fernax, so you take 2 indirect damage.
Exactly what I said.
Milano's all yours. There's 5 threat and nothing to clean up. So it's pretty much over.
All right, so I'll pay the depth focus to get entangling vines, and then I can pay 2 to play my targeting screen. That removes 3 threat,
There you go.
and then entangling vines and a thwart removes 3 threat.
Done. Nice. All right, so he stalled us out there with minions in the middle, but we basically were taking cards and clearing what he put out. But yeah, I mean, you're just the MVP, right? Once you can remove 10 threat and deal 10 damage, it's silly. So you just have to get to
Groot-
that point.
So Groot in leadership is crazy because you could just, use all of these minions or allies to just do all this silly stuff and protect his growth counters, and then you're just like always you're always
Yeah.
at 10 counters. I
Right.
mean, there was times where, I mean, at least 2 times where I just pitched fruition, pitched fruition, didn't even play it. When I was flipping down, I didn't even have to do growth spurt or gain counters from fertile ground because I stayed at 10 for like 4 rounds there.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, I get where people say he's frustrating because they can't have 10 counters on him because they're thinking about rounds 1 through 5.
Yeah.
I mean, you also drew fertile ground on turn 1. If it was the bottom card of your deck,
okay. Turn 1. I think turn 1 is
the greatest
what really
turn
set
1.
us up. It's like
There-
Ironheart, Maria Hill, fertile ground. It was just nuts.
There was a turn 1 where we played that 3-player game and you were Groot and you were protection. And it was either turn 1
Yes.
or by turn 3, you were just a monster of protecting that I
It's
remember.
exactly what it was.
But otherwise, that's one of the greatest Groot turn 1s I've seen. And then it just took us. But I mean, that's just the thing with them, right? It's the thing I always say. They are build characters. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out my guns and then reload all my guns, and that's just not something that you're going to draw in a hand. You're not going to be like, I'm going to play 3 guns, fire them all, reload them all, fire them all. Like you just can't do that. So that's what you can do at the end of the game when you cycle through the cards.
Yeah.
You know, it's the idea. All right, so credits, we each get 1. You don't have to write it down. I'm just tracking for now. Then there's 3 in the victory display. And then we get 1 for every 2 galactic artifacts, and we only had 1. So we get 4 credits each. And the one we got was the magical teapot.
Okay, magical teapot, I think, is the magical teapot. We get an extra encounter card, is what it is.
We'll deal with that. It's not great, but it's not bad.
All right, so all of these are gone. I have my next deck already set up and ready to go, pretty much. Yeah. Let me
I just have
make
to
sure.
make some brief decisions for mine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, my targeting screen is over there.
Excuse me.
All right, I got my 25 cards. Do I bother with the target acquireds, or are you just gonna handle that?
It's your call. I mean, I feel like it's good to have 1 and go
I'll
to
grab
26, but it's your call. All right, he is out. Oh, we forgot to shuffle these in. Darn it. I don't think any of this would have made a difference because there's no scheme. Oh, there is 1. Sorry, buddy. I forgot to shuffle in the rest of this set. When we flipped, I was supposed to shuffle the rest of this set in, but I cannot picture a world in which this set made us lose or change anything.
Yeah, I guess so. It also kept the villain deck smaller too, so
yeah.
Which means I got Shadow of the Past.
I was just supposed to shuffle it in when we got to the 3rd stage.
Yeah.
And you didn't get Shadow of the Past. You got it before that, so it didn't change that.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, exactly.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. All right, now we get Dead to Rights. Does she get the Power Stone? Yep.
$42 cards because of my targeting screen.
There's a lot of junk.
All right, let me just mark stuff down.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have to take a quick break here too.
That's fine. So we got, you said how many credits?
4 each.
4 each, so we're back up to 6.
Yep.
Okay. Badoon defeated, so we have the on the hunt, and what's the other one?
Dead to Rights is the one I just shuffled in.
Is there anything we should be buying with those 6 credits?
So I think the cards we really want to buy are Onrush and Take the Fight to Them. Onrush is when a card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel the effects and discard it. I mean, it's just a full cancel.
Okay,
So that costs 5 units. We might as well buy it now, right?
sure. Sounds
Then
good.
the other good one is, I mean, it's a little slow, but the Hyper Thrusters remove one threat from each scheme. If you have the Milano, remove an additional threat from the main scheme. But again, you have to pay to put it out.
Yeah, and they're what, 3 cost, 4 cost?
They're 4 cost. Then there's also Close Call. When a boost card is turned face up, cancel the boost ability and then draw a card so it replaces itself.
Okay.
So that's pretty solid. And Take the Fight to Them. Look at the top 4 cards of the encounter deck, discard any number, and then place the rest on the bottom or top.
That would be good for Ronan to get the
Yeah. So I mean, if we
his
had
upgrades.
6, one of us could buy Onrush and the other could buy Take the Fight to Them and Close Call.
Take the fight to them and close call. How big is your deck?
I mean, both of these cycle because when you play them, you draw a card.
And one of them allows me to cancel the boost.
Yep.
Okay, so instead of me putting the target acquired in, why don't I just buy those 2 cards?
Okay.
Sorry, the name is
Close Call and Take the Fight to Them. Yeah, I mean, the only negative on these is that they're hero, so we just have to think about using them in hero form, but we'll figure it out.
Isn't the other one hero as well?
It is, yeah. They're all hero form, so that's going to be the one tricky part, right?
Wraith could be good with Nebula. Are we playing Justice? Or you're playing Justice, right?
Yeah, I'm Justice.
Okay, so where did I have it? It's over here, right on top. Yeah, the target acquired is hero response anyways.
Yeah, maybe I
So
should put
it's-
Wraith in instead of. Oh no, because I have Coulson to go get the target acquired, right?
Yeah, what was the one that you bought, you said?
Onrush.
Onrush, okay. Close call, take the fight to the
Yeah, I like the Wraith idea. I'll go dig him out.
right. Yeah, I'll take the target acquired out. Add these in. So that's 3 and 6. I spent mine and you spent 5, right?
Yep.
So you got 1 left over?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm at 29 cards. So I got to remove something here. Oh, but I'm 29 because I'm 3 over, right? So 28 is the number I want to be at anyway. So I'm good. Where did I put Wraith?
So fellows, I'll have to watch the collector 2 back later. Brian, it was all you need to do, Brian, is watch our
Be
opening
Groot.
hand.
Yeah.
Watch our opening hand and just know from that point we rocked him.
It felt a little long, but again, that's just how Rocket and Groot play. They're just not going to play a 5-turn game
I mean,
necessarily.
I know it's standard, but it is Guardian's Most Wanted, and it did just take us like an hour or less for him. So
Yeah. All right.
cool. All right.
Trying to find one card I don't want. Do I not want crew quarters?
Uh, maybe not. I don't know.
Mockingbird?
Stuns.
Seems clutch to keep her from activating.
Yeah, I don't really have much in the way of that this time around.
All right. So my deck's just going to be 28, so it's going to be 43.
Yeah. Just I mean, you don't have to go back and watch it if you didn't, but just to tell you, it was Ironheart, Maria Hill, Fertile Ground on turn 1.
Yeah.
So pretty sweet.
Yeah, just Fertile Ground just absolutely powers him because that allows you to flip down with 2 extra cards and 2 extra growth
Growth
counters. So then you're going to
counters.
6. 2 for 6 damage is amazing. 3 for 6 threat removal is amazing. And then the potential is just up from there. If you have Fruition, you were sitting on counters, Root Stomp to get an extra one, then it becomes 3 for 7, 2 for 7. Like, you're good, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that was an all Groot game. Like, I had that one turn where I thwarted, I had a plan, and then I repurposed, and I removed a whole bunch of threat to get us back to stable. But the rest of the game was all Groot.
Pretty much. It was awesome. Thank you, Groot, for coming to party.
All right. I do know the camera is on my face. I'm going to have to take a quick break, but I think I'll get this set up. And just make sure I do all the things correctly. So Guerrilla Tactics is out there. Oh, we do shuffle in the galactic artifacts. All right. So we have to shuffle in the teapot. Forgot about that. Then because we had the teapot, the first player is going to get an encounter card, which will be after Nebula discards 4. Sorry, I'm not doing this on the camera. 1, 2,
I love
3,
that we're just
4.
part of Brian's routine.
Okay. So I drew 4 techniques.
Or what? What just happened?
The opening thing is you discard 4 cards, and all the techniques you discard, you draw.
Wow. Did you shuffle?
Clearly not. That's going to be brutal. Although she discards them all on stage 1.
She discards them all?
Yeah. So it won't be so bad, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, then I get a face down encounter card. I shuffled all them in. All right, we're good. So we get units for winning. We get units for victory points up to 3. We get units if there's 1 or fewer evasion counters on our ship. And we get a unit if we're still on stage 1B. And then we want the Power Stone attached to her when we win, right? That's the weird.
Yes.
It's so awkward the way it's designed to be like win poorly.
Pretty much. So you play you. Then you and you play you. Draw me a card. Or
Best opening
maybe I
hand for a
just go
villain. Yeah, look at this ridiculousness. So do I actually do what they say?
complete you.
I don't
And
do what they say, so that's good.
whatever I draw, complete you.
So she
Cool.
can't take more than 5 damage. She takes 1 fewer damage. She takes 1 fewer. So we could technically deal 7 damage to her that turns into 5, and she's stalwart.
Just for the round though, right?
Just for this round. All right,
I
let me
think,
just BRB real
yeah.
fast.
Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna grab her technique so I can just remind myself. Probably best to have my Nebula on hand to remind me what she's doing. I mean, I think we all don't really play this villain very often. Phase begins, evasion counter. Milano. First player exhaust Milano and spend. Man, this is where I think she's just tuned up a little too much. It's like you have to lose the Milano and spend 2 resources to remove an invasion counter for each resource spent this way. So you're effectively losing 3 resources, 3 cards to remove 2 evasion counters. It's rough. And she's got all of these. So
Have I ever house ruled her ship evasion counters? No, but I could see doing it. You know, it's always funny when you're streaming. Like I feel like people don't necessarily want to see. Like it's easier for people to complain that you did house rules when you're streaming or something. I don't know. Maybe that's a weird thing to say. But I would like if I was playing Valkyrie myself, I would make Valkyrie so that all those cards trigger the death glow. If I was playing Nebula on expert, I'd make it so I could remove unlimited number of evasion counters. You know,
yeah.
like the collector, I might do the same. You can remove as many cards as you want from the collection by paying the cost.
Yeah. I mean, I was just saying it's so rough to try and remove those evasion counters because you have to exhaust Milano and spend 2 resources. So you're effectively losing 3 cards.
Yeah.
2 if you got a double, but you know, whatever.
Yep. And only the first player can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. First player action. So she's got her 2 weapon masteries, right?
Yes.
So she's got retaliate 2 right now. All right, that's rough. Okay. So
I got enough for Nick and Professor X.
my opening is not as tasty as the last one. I'll tell you that for right now. It is Nowhere, Marvel Boy, and maybe Lashing Vines with the card that I draw from Nowhere.
It's all right.
So
Oh, are you first or am I first?
you're always first.
I'm always first. All right. So I'm taking all this beat down. I got to take all this discard random cards from my hand, give her a tough status card, place a threat on the main scheme. So this was the only thing from the campaign, right?
Sorry?
Yeah, it's a good point, Brian. So this is the only thing we had to take from the campaign, right?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, Brian says we stream enough that seeing us do some custom stuff would be interesting, you know, or house ruled stuff. So maybe we'll
Okay.
take that to heart.
Makes sense. Yeah, we will.
All right, I will play a battery pack and tinker it. Draw 2. My goodness. I will use 2 doubles to play Nick Fury. Draw 3.
You did make it interesting to see new tails on old scenarios. Yeah.
Then I will play my cybernetic skeleton and put my battery pack on top with salvage. I think I should just use onrush next turn, right? So should I stay down? I shouldn't.
Are you playing that professor?
Yeah. Do you have yours?
No, I don't. I was just gonna say, do you need to flip up? Does it make a difference?
Well, then we'd have 2 blocks, and I could hold onrush to cancel a card.
Got it.
But I get rid of I've got a plan, although I could use the Milano and hold I've got a plan and onrush. Because the Milano does nothing right now, correct?
It doesn't remove from the main.
Nope.
Other than, yeah, it's just the evasion counters. Yeah, so the Milano does nothing other than give us resources.
So how bad do you need the Milano?
Uh,
How do you want the
don't-
Milano? Sorry.
no, I don't think I do, because Clobber and Martial Prowess are going to play Marble Boy after I've played Nowhere, and it'll draw me a card, and whatever that card is, it plays Lashing Vines.
All right,
So
cool.
I have a clean turn.
So we'll thwart this clean and hit her for 2 damage.
Solid.
She's at 26.
Over to me, right?
Yep.
Okay. Strength plays Nowhere, and then you know what? I'd rather, yeah, sure. Clobber and Martial Prowess are going to play Marble Boy after exhaust draw a card. Root Stomp. Root Stomp is going to play Lashing Vines. And then she retaliates. Don't forget, she has Retaliate too.
What gives her retaliate?
Those, don't they?
No. Oh, reduce the amount of damage she takes from an attack.
I thought you said she has Weapon Mastery, or I'm looking at the wrong one, aren't I?
2 wide
Reduce-
stances, a cutthroat ambition, and an unyielding persistence. But it's a good point. Nick can't push her for 2, so he'll just remove 2 threat from this guerrilla tactics.
Yeah. So, exactly, and I can't do anything to her either because I only have an attack of 2, right? So
So
she
just
reduces
remove the
everything
threat.
by 2.
Yeah.
And did you
Oh.
punch her as well?
Actually, knowing that, I'll remove 2 threat here. So this was
Yeah.
what 11? So 2 and 2 brings it to 7, and then you can remove the 1 from here.
Cool.
This is the stuff we have to do when we're on video because we're not in person together. Like,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of that. All right, I think we're good. And then she'll get rid of all that stuff. I'm gonna lose all my cards is the issue. I'm gonna lose several cards. I'll try not to be extreme.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the onrush may go before I can do anything.
Yeah,
All right, so we add
sucks.
an evasion counter, and then she adds threat equal to the number of evasion counters per player. So that was another option they could have had. They could have had the evasion counters stack up, but then you only add per evasion encounter. So the threat would at least go a little slower. You know what I mean? It's like they just everything got compounded.
Yep.
All right. So then she is attacking me. When she activates against you, resolve the special ability on each technique. All right. So we're going to give her a tough status card. We're going to place a threat on the main scheme. I am going to discard 2 random cards from my hand. So I am losing a pistol and onrush. Darn it. Okay. Then she's attacking me for 2. I'll block with Nick. So 2 + 1 is 3. Out. And then it's only if she draws the techniques, right? The first attachment gains surge. And then she's attacking you, and I'm blocking with Professor X.
Okay.
And she attacks for 5.
I mean, she's got a total of what? 2, 4, 6, 8 techniques. So 4 of them are already gone.
She has 8 techniques, huh?
Yeah, she's got 8
Got it.
techniques.
Got it. Well, here's another one.
Half of them are gone.
Cutthroat Ambition, and I can't cancel it. So
I can't either.
attach this card to Nebula, resolve its special ability. So we add a threat to the main scheme. And the first one revealed gains surge. And this says, okay, this says accurate. And so this didn't get revealed.
Didn't?
No, because the boost, right, doesn't say reveal this. It just says attach it and resolve its special ability, right?
Okay, yes.
I hope that's the same as reveal. And then you get lethal intent. Discard cards until we get a technique and reveal it. See how it says reveal there?
Yeah.
If we defeat this. Otherwise, we draw an extra card every turn. It's like, if that had acceleration. Anyway, I'm not going to go through it. I'm not going to play their game.
There is no minions in play, right?
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna spend an energy and it into the fray to play Gamora, which will draw me a card. And it's Throg. I think I'm just going to.
Yeah, I agree. The threat that gets added to these. Oh, sorry, everybody. This is too high.
She has piercing, right? Or she has what does she have right now?
She
Cannot take
has
more than
Cutthroat
5 damage from a
Ambition.
single attack. Okay, but she has tough. So Marvel Boy is going to attack. And I'm going to spend a physical so that it is piercing.
Yep. That hits her for 2.
That hits her for 2. And then I can punch for 2. Do you have any threat removal for this round?
Yep. I do. I have a plan.
Are you going to be able to get rid of that side scheme?
No.
No. You thwart for 2, then thwart for 3.
I could, if you want. I could thwart for 2 off the main and 3 off a lethal intent.
Okay, and Gamora can thwart for 1 off of lethal intent then. Okay, Gamora will thwart for 1 off of lethal intent.
And did you use the Milano?
I did not yet. I drew a We Are Groot. So you know what? If I'm going to use the Milano, then I'll use Throg.
Hold on. Milano removes the evasion counters. That's specifically what I'm saying. Not use the Milano for a resource.
Oh, got it.
Or the other option is to not do it, let it go to 2, and then I remove 2 next turn. Because that fertile ground is super good. So if you need to get that down.
Well, what I was going to do was if I use the Milano as a resource, I was going to do We Are Groot and give us both tough and then play the fertile ground. That was my idea.
That's fine. And then I'll remove 2 next turn. It's just the evasion counters can get added from random sources.
Yeah, that's true, right?
But it's fine. It gets us set up. I mean, it's a good. I mean, the question is if we don't use the toughs, but we don't have any blockers. But one of us could flip down.
Gamora and Marvel Boy is what we have right now.
So then I think you don't do the tough. Unless you want to have backup toughs.
But for me to use the Milano and remove 2 counters, I still won't be playing fertile ground.
Only have to remove 1 counter.
Oh, there's only 1 evasion counter. So use the Milano and pitch 1 card.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing of note, which actually won't help here, is it looks like you can do it in Alter Ego. So when you drew the card from, you could hold the We Are Groot when you draw a card when you flip down.
Really? I thought it was hero action.
It just says action. First player action. Exhaust the Milano and spend up to 2 resources.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right, cool. that's the case, then yeah, We Are Groot is gonna play the fertile ground when I flip down. I will gain a counter. I will draw a card.
Wait, did you want to hold We Are Groot?
It's either I hold We Are Groot or I hold Throg.
Okay. Yep, your call.
But I can hold
Throg
We Are
makes sense
Groot and
because you
have
can
the-
draw a card off of it.
Yeah,
We'll be
exactly.
fine without the Tufts.
And then I'll pitch the Helicarrier with the Milano action and remove the evasion.
Perfect. All right, that's me.
Yes.
All right, I will thwart the main for 2. I'll use our battery pack to play. I've got a plan ready. Thwart lethal intent for 3. And then
2
we
counters.
discard. My goodness, they're all on top. Evasive maneuvering. So I am stunned and she gains stalwart. And then it surges, so I get an extra card for later, right?
Yes.
And I'll hold Coulson. All right. Well, I got to think fast. I can confuse her again.
Yeah, I agree with you, Brian.
Evasion. So we're going to add 2. So this goes to 4 out of 12. She's confused against you.
I thought she was stalwart.
Oh, right. Just gained it. Yep. All right. So she's going to place a threat on the main scheme against you. And then she's going to stun you.
Okay.
Then she's going to attack you for 3. Nope. She's going to scheme against you for 2.
Yeah.
Plus 2 is 4. So this is already at 9 out of 12. My goodness. Then she's going to attack me and you have a blocker.
Yep, you can have Marble Boy.
All right. So she attacks for 5. He's out. And then we get encounter cards. So we're going to get a sound the alarms. Everybody attacks for +1. That might be survivable. We're going to get a pirate commander with quick strike. So I could remove a card in my hand from the game. Or you could block with Gamora. Better
Moral
for
block.
you to. Okay.
If you don't want to lose a card from the game. So
All right, then we're going to reveal this, which just attaches, but it gains surge, right? Because is it once per phase?
He attacks for how much, 2?
Each round. So no, we're good. Attacks for 2, yep.
Okay, Gamora's gone.
So we already, during our phase, we had 1 surge. So now she just has retaliate 1. The Milano passes to me. Okay. What a mess, man.
Found and Spurge.
So yeah, I mean, this is interesting. To my playing target acquired? I also have a think fast, but I guess I'm just stuck to play Coulson. Go get the target acquired.
Sucks that you got the minion, considering that I have Throg in hand.
I know. Then I use target acquired in the Milano to get rid of this token. I can't even come close to dealing with threat and play my holster. Then myself and him thwart for 4. And I guess I have to stay up. I don't even know.
How much does that guy's ability trigger every time he attacks you?
Yeah.
How much health does he have?
6.
6. All right.
Yeah, I don't really have any way to deal damage. If I flip down, we probably lose the main scheme. Which I think we really can't do.
Yeah. And I'm stunned on top of that. Ugh. This is gross.
It's a mess. I mean, those 4 techniques in the beginning are just
New plan. That won't matter. Don't think that matters right now.
So I mean, if I flip down, we lose the main unless you have any threat removal. Do you have an I am Groot?
No. I have I am Groots for damage.
If I stay
And
up,
that
I take the hit from Nebula and then I block with Coulson against this, or I just lose a card. I have no idea which is better.
trying to think here. You and you play you. I could attack. Spend 2 of you to play you, which means it's 6, but it won't be excess. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm all aggression right now, so I mean, I have Throg who can come in and attack
Yeah.
for 2. I potentially have an I am Groot, because let's just say I'm not playing that out. That
All
makes
right,
no
well, let me just
sense.
stay up and we'll figure it out. I got 12 health, so I'll just take hits.
Okay. All right, over to me then, right? You said?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I have the time for hone technique right this second, so def focus it is. I will flip up.
Yeah, I
And
100% agree with that.
yeah, power
Canadian
regression.
mustache.
Yeah, power regression for Throg. Draw me a card. Into the fray.
There we go.
Let's see. I can punch to remove stun. After using a basic power, I could remove 2 growth counters and ready.
It's kind of like thwarting for 2 if you punch the pirate commander and then play into the fray, right?
Yeah, I was also, yeah, exactly. Instead of doing I am Groot, I think that's probably where I go. So I'll remove the stun. I'll ready up with 2 growth counters with Lashing Vines. And then myself and Throg are going to punch for 2 on the pirate.
Nice.
And then I will spend 3 to deal 6 with
Beautiful.
Into the Fray, remove 4 from the main.
Whew, that was clutch.
And Throg is taking a damage.
We readying?
Yes.
All right, now we can get some build going. Got ingenuity and a mansion. Mansion wouldn't quite get me the ingenuity, so. Let's see. All right, we add that pesky evasion counter. And it goes to 3. That's manageable. Then she attacks me for 3 and deals a damage to me. That's manageable. Do I just block with Coulson or do I just take a hit? Maybe just take a hit.
Sure.
3, 4 additional boost card. 5 additional boost card.
Ouch.
It's unrelenting sometimes, you know? It just. Of course, you
Yeah.
draw additional boost cards. All right, attacking
Throg.
you for 3. Throg blocks. Additional boost card. I could not shuffle this deck. Additional boost card. Throg gets attacked for 6.
Ooh.
Whew. Thanks, Throg. Gang up. Here we go.
I do think you need to block this time.
All right, so Coulson, 3 plus 2 is 5. He's out. And Shadow of the Past.
Of course.
Whew. Well, at least I can give this a shuffle. Yeah, agreed. That was the best time to draw into the fray. Now we got to figure out where we go from here. All you, my friend.
Okay. Gotta figure out how I'm doing this. So there's 3. I definitely need to remove that. So
Yeah, I played Lay Down the Laws, but it's just so hard to flip. I should have played For Justice.
yeah. The two of you guys do that. Remove 6 threat. I can punch for 2, gain some counters. Ready. Punch for 2. All right. 6 threat is what the remove the Fernax thing is, right?
Yep.
Okay. Deft focus. No quarter Angela. I am Groot for 6 threat.
Nice.
I am then
Alright.
going to punch Fernax for 2.
It is the Groot show today, man.
Yeah. I will remove 2 counters, go down to 4, and ready myself. I will punch Fernax for 2.
He's at 4.
I will Flora and Fauna,
Nice.
gain 2 growth counters, and ready, punch Fernax for 2.
Beautiful.
And that's all I have, sir.
Alright.
I guess I can't remove. I mean, I can give you the Milano to do something,
Sounds
unless
good.
I use the Milano for that and play Fruition. If you don't need the Milano, that is, then I'll just
Sorry, what are you
retcon that.
saying?
If you don't need the Milano, I'll just retcon and say I use Fruition to do 2 counters because I use Fruition to play Flora and Fauna. So
So I can get rid of 2 threat, bring that down. And then, oh, was this out? I should have taken 1 more damage. If I use the Milano, I'd play the Mansion, draw a card, and then play Ingenuity.
Okay.
Is that worth it to get the double build? Probably.
probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I will play the Mansion.
Because I could always. Did I flip up? No, I didn't flip up. I could always flip down and gain counters anyways in Fertile Ground, but I guess I can flip down, can I?
I was going to flip down.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were in here. My bad. Go ahead.
I flipped down, and then I could either play Crew Quarters to start healing myself and hold the Ingenuity, which might be smarter, huh? Because my health is down to 5.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No.
We have to,
Definitely
her
not.
deck just has to draw a lot easier on us for us to get through this, you know? If she
Yeah.
just advances, surge, we're just screwed.
I love it. Brian says Groot OP needs nerf.
He's killing it today, man. All right, there's a think fast. There's an under surveillance, so we'll start getting something going. I don't need Drax right now. It's a shot I could confuse him and get that on there. All right, we had another counter. This is going to go to 5. She's attacking you for 4.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna block.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
4
block.
plus 2 is 6. So it sounds like you're losing 3.
Yeah. Down to 3.
Schemes against me for 2 plus an advance. Okay, I think that was an omen, Brian, that's about to break in our favor. That's huge. All right.
Not bad.
And cards. It could be speaking too soon, but combat ready. Discard until a technique is discarded. Reveal its special ability. She's going to go through her deck here. But these are some rough cards. We're cruising past anyway. All right. You take a damage.
1 more counter gone.
Surges. You get the Headhunter. And I get Dead to Rights. I exhaust my identity and surge. Fan the Flames. I take 2 indirect damage. Okay, that was something.
Do you think the fight to them is going to be good right now? Look at the top 4 cards, discard any number, place the rest, and draw a card.
I mean, there's only 8 left, but you get to draw a card. So
I get to
unless you
draw a
need
card
the
anyways.
resource,
I
yeah.
mean, you don't have to discard them, but you get to discard any number, then place the rest on top of the bottom. So You can also reorder them. So 4 to the top, 4 to the bottom. You literally get to do whatever you want. I'm doing this right now if you want.
All right. All right.
And I'll draw a card.
2, 3, 4. So, I mean, this exhausts the Milano or deals 3 damage to the first player, so that's pretty rough. This one, she's going to scheme or attack. That's gone. This is a single boost, so we can probably deal with it.
Don't forget you can put them to the bottom of the deck.
I don't know how much that helps because the deck is pretty small now. 7 cards. So, I mean, do we want to just get rid of double boosts? Just have a single boost on top?
Sure.
Is it discard any number of cards?
Discard any number and or bottom them.
I don't think we want to mess with these, so we'll go through the deck, but that might help us. Okay. So I think Ingenuity and Under Surveillance are my big 2 cards. Crew Quarters gets me to 5. I don't have a blocker when I flip up.
Bug.
Okay. So this is going to get me 4. Okay. So I'm going to use Drax to play a battery pack, and then I'm just going to cycle it.
Are you going to be able to overkill on that?
I can deal
potential?
0 damage to him.
You can deal 0? Okay.
Well, I have a pistol, but I've got to get rid of these evasion counters.
That's right. Got it.
I hate getting rid of these boots, but I don't know what else to do. Pistol and cannon play Ingenuity. Ingenuity and Think Fast play Under Surveillance. I don't know. There's not much I can actually do. Draw a card. Flip up. Use the Milano. Discard these 2. Get rid of these 2 tokens.
Okay.
Not good.
Not good, eh?
No.
All right. I guess I'll pitch. Man, the targeting screen is kind of where it's at.
No, don't say that, Canadian Mustache. We're actually trying to show the exact opposite.
That's right.
Although I actually, no, I apologize. Now that I reread it, it's not that we're saying Groot and Rocket are bad. It's why they're bad for this campaign. And I totally agree. This is the campaign they struggle with the most. We could probably take them through any other campaign and they would do fine.
Draw.
So I apologize. I misread your comment. You're right.
Okay, so
this isn't them though. This is her deck beating us.
Yeah, pretty much. So, man, it's threat now, right? More than the villainous dude.
I think so.
Because all I have is damage.
Well, you can kill that guy.
So, yeah.
Or if you could take the Power Stone from her, that could help.
I could with a Root Stomp. And then Bug can remove 1 threat.
Yeah, that works.
All right. Clobber, Def Focus, Root Stomp. I'll steal the Power Stone.
How much damage is that?
It is 5 damage.
And you take a Retaliate.
And I take a Retaliate. That means I lose 1 counter. Bug can do a Thwart of 1 and take a damage.
Okay.
I will flip down Fertile Ground, can counter, and then draw a card. I will play my Vine Spikes. And then Growth Spurt for 2 counters. So I'm up to 4.
All right. This is the turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm decking out too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am.
Yeah, so you get the card that we left. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I needed to be a little more event heavy. I went for the lay down the laws and they're exactly not triggering every time.
The lay down the laws probably not the.
And I just should have played for justice and we would be in a lot better spot. So that's okay. You live, you learn. All right, we're adding 2. This goes to 8. She's attacking me and Bug is blocking, correct?
Correct.
Take a damage, I go to 4. She attacks Bug for 2, and there goes an advance. Whew. All right. And then she schemes against you for 1. If this is a 0, plus 1 is 2. So this goes to 10. And then the headhunter schemes for 1 plus. What does it mean when it says give the villain 1 additional boost card for this activation? It probably still goes to them, right? Because they're considered villainous.
I assume,
Yeah.
unless it is
And a
just
0.
straight up the villain. But yeah,
Yeah.
acceleration.
It accelerates. Okay. It wasn't as bad as it could be.
Still got 3 encounter cards to get through.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, saying that this box is. Sorry, I'm not. But like saying this box is harder for them, but it's harder for everybody, right?
Yeah, I think it's hard for everybody. Even the
But I know what you're
S
saying
tier.
because it would actually be interesting. I don't know if I'm down for it, Brian, but if we took Star-Lord and Gamora through this and just did damage, we
Yeah.
could do it in a day. We could do it in one stream.
You're first player, not me. So swap those 2 cards around.
Rogue Vessel. Wilt.
Exhaust. If it's not exhaust, it's remove counters and remove
Surge.
3, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't surge because I could remove 3. So give me a second here. If I don't exhaust, down to 1, I have 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm exhausting.
Okay. That's out of the game. Okay, your cards are dead to rights. So we place 2 threat on the main scheme. And it surges. Into Cutthroat Ambition.
Surge.
Which just goes there and surges. Into Hull Breach. So you either have to exhaust a Milano, spend 2 mentals, or deal 3 damage to me.
Oh, I really don't want to do that. How much health do you have?
4. So I'd
Yeah,
still be alive.
Yeah, I'm not doing that to you. That really sucks. All right. I'll spend 2 mentals. Exhaust. Wait, the other one is exhaust the Milano, right?
Yeah.
Do we need it? I'll spend 2 mentals.
Gets rid of the evasion counter. Blindside. I assume you can't choose to stun me because I'm already stunned. So exhaust the
right.
Milano, spend 2 punches, or stun me.
It has to be exhaust Milano.
Okay. Whew. All right, and then we both take a damage. I would have been dead.
Yeah. All right.
But it's peril, so I can't say anything.
That's right. Turn.
So this we have to exhaust the Milano and spend 2. We're so dead. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it's so hard, man.
All right. I'll gain a counter and draw a card. Man. So 1, 2, 3 plays you.
Yeah, I just can't get that particle cannon on the board to be able to deal damage.
But I need to. Oh, growth spurt. Okay, I have 4, so I'm up to 6. So.
Whatever damage you took doesn't come from your counters because you're an alter ego.
Oh,
Did you take damage from something?
You're right. I did. So I have 1 extra counter. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Cool. So I have 1 extra counter than I thought that I did. All right, so I'm gonna flip up. I'm going to play Flora and Fauna. I'm gonna ready gain 2 growth counters. I'm at 9. I can then use Def Focus, Marvel Boy, and my Fruition to I am Groot, remove 9 threat.
Nice. You are just saving our bacon every time.
And then I can spend 1 oh, I do have the stone, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I have a +1 attack, so I can, and I could attack for 5. All right, here, this is what I'm gonna do then.
I could
That'd
finish off the
be
headhunter with Moon Girl if you want.
okay. Does she have retaliate? She just can't take more than,
She
okay.
doesn't. She can only take 5 damage.
I will spend a growth counter to attack for 5. I will
On Nebula
spend
or on the headhunter?
on the headhunter.
Okay.
Then I could spend lashing vines to ready myself. That's another 2 counters, brings me down to 6, but I would ready, and then I could punch Nebula for 3.
16.
And that's me.
All right. Rather than punching her for 3, should we get rid of 2 threat?
Sure. I realize, yeah, I have 2 threat. Cool.
Well, my reasoning is, should I flip
Yep.
and heal instead of remove threat? Leave it at 3?
Yeah,
look at
you need
this.
to heal.
I have a mounted laser cannon, so I'll use that to take out the Badoon headhunter. So this will all work. Then I will draw a card with Avengers Mansion. I've got a plan, which is almost tempting if I had my boots, but I'll save it. I'll flip down and heal, and also my crew quarters will heal me. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. If I don't flip, I've got a plan, still play Moon Girl and draw 3 cards. So holding these might end up being an issue. So let me do that. Let me thwart for 2, ready with I've got a plan. Might as well. Then I'll flip down, heal, and crew quarters. So that heals me for 4. I'm back to 7 at least. And then Ingenuity and Power in All of Us plays Moon Girl, draws me 3. And I've got Vigilante Training. I could shuffle something back in to get it. That's probably worth it. So I'll shuffle a Lay Down the Law back in. And maybe we'll get somewhere.
Well, you need to flip to play Moon Girl. He is in alter ego, so
yeah, I flipped down to alter ego. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. With the champions, they have to be in hero form. With the geniuses, they have to be in alter ego. No hero is a genius. Remember that, kids.
And no genius is a hero. Oh, wait a second. Never mind.
All right, we good?
For sure, most heroes are geniuses. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I did a lot of flipping back and forth, so it was a little confusing. All right, bonus card, because those are fun.
Dune Headhunter is not a victory dude, is he?
Oh, he is, yeah. Thanks. Victory dude. Yeah, there's just so many funny things in this campaign. Like, if you kill the Badoon Headhunter, you make your next mission harder.
Yep.
And then we get the units, but then they add other things. Like, they could just pick one of the things. Like, do you want us to kill these and get units and make it harder? Or are you going to make it harder anyway? And we have to kill them. So, like,
that's
where, right?
That's where it just seems weird to me. It's like, when you kill the Dune Headhunter, why are you getting penalized for defeating him?
It is weird. All right, so we add 5 to this, and it goes to 6. Then she is attacking you, so we add a threat to the main scheme.
Yes, sir. And she's
attacking you for 3.
She attacks me for 3.
I didn't do anything with Moon Girl. Hold on. Because I could block for you with her. I'll get rid of 2 on Sound the Alarm.
Okay. I mean, I can block. I have +1. I'm a +1/+1. It's just bonus attack and thwart, right? Not defense.
For what? Yeah.
Yeah. So I do have a defense of 3, and she attacks me for 3.
Yeah.
So as long as she gets a boost of 2, then she won't take it back.
It's your call, or I can block with Moon Girl.
But she won't do damage to me because I have growth counters anyways. So haha.
All right. So you're blocking?
Yep.
And it is a star. So after this activation ends, so she attacks you for 3, doesn't deal any damage. Then we place this and she deals you 1 damage. So haha.
Haha. I lose a
Oh, and
counter.
that's not revealed. All right. Then she schemes against me for 1. Beautiful. 2, additional boost card. 3, 4. You just have to laugh. It's like
Yeah.
there's nothing we
Does
can
she
do. We can't.
she doesn't
protect
trigger the
against all
special
that.
on you, does she?
Oh, she would, yeah. So I would take a damage. You're right. Thanks. All right. And then we get encounter cards. You get a pirate lackey who's going to quick strike you for 2. And that's it, because you won't take
Okay.
damage.
Down to 3.
And then I get an advance. No. 1 plus 2 is 3, so still at 14. And an honor among thieves. Discard until I get a criminal minion. Well, there's some techniques leaving us. Criminal minion. How much of the deck am I going through here? All right, reveal that minion, then give the minion a tough status card. And the villain a face
God.
down boost. Like, what the heck is wrong with that card? Okay.
Is that the quick strike dude that you just put in front of me that you got?
Yeah. But it doesn't quick strike me because I'm down.
Oh, got it.
Okay. Now all my cards are good.
How much health do they have?
They have 3 health.
They have 3 health. All right. So a clobber would kill him.
So I have a lay down the law and a think fast. I will use my crew quarters. I also need to get rid of 2, which I think means I can't put the sonic rifle out.
I mean, she gets stalwart so often. I think trying to stun lock, /confuse lock her is not.
Well, so she only gets it if we draw cards mid, right? Because it's
Okay.
not till she activates, but of course it would be if she
Did we trigger the
activated
rogue
against you
vessel?
when she was there. No, we take a damage. So, all right. So I've got to discard Wraith and the rocket launcher to get rid of these 2 evasion counters, because that's just, there's no options. Actually, I'll do the think fast and I'll shuffle it back in, I guess. Or do I want to just save this for lay down the laws?
I don't know.
Yeah. So then I will flip up and use my ingenuity to play lay down the law to remove 4 threat. Oh, the pirate lackey attacked you for 3, so you lose another counter.
She attacked me for 3.
Yeah, +1 from the sound the alarms.
All right. I got 1 counter then.
These 2 put out my heroic intuition. I thwart the main scheme for 3. My mounted laser, I guess, kills the pirate lackey in front of you. And I got a card draw for you.
Card draw for me.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a take.
Oh, I know what I'm missing that I wanted to put in this deck is Stealth Strikes. That's the other card I needed.
I have a take the fight to them.
Okay. What does that do?
So look at the top 4 cards of the encounter deck, same ones last time.
1, 2, 3, 4. So we get rid of her technique. This
Okay.
pirate lackey's probably gone because it just boosts again, and we leave these 2 1s on top.
Sure. All right. I probably should have played Clobber first before I did that.
You can retcon. It's fine.
So sure. Yes. Genius to, or sorry, energy to do a Clobber, and then it comes back to my hand. So 3 damage.
Okay. She's at 16.
Then I will Genius to do a Clobber for 3.
Okay. 13.
I am going to use the Deft Focus to do We Are Groot and give you a tough because I'm flipping down.
Okay.
I have no counters left. I will flip down. I will Fertile Ground, gain a counter, draw a card. I will.
I feel like the other mistake we made is we should have bought these 2 cards that remove threat and deal damage to everything in play. Instead of the ones that focus damage.
Yeah, maybe. And then I think I have a whole bunch of cards that I don't really need.
Yeah.
I have the I Am Groot, Smash, No Quarter, and Into the Fray. Couldn't play any of them.
I do have this pirate lackey here.
I was exhausted. I couldn't do anything about it.
Got it.
So I'm just gonna keep.
Should we do the 2 clobbers to the pirate lackey and leave her at 19?
Sure. I'm just gonna pitch these 2 cards. I'm gonna keep my I Am Groot because I'll at least have some counters for next round. 1, 2.
Yeah, there's just so much to control. And
Okay.
and I drew 4 double resources. And I won't be the person who can do this. What a mess.
What a mess.
Okay. Add an evasion counter. Add 3 to the main scheme. It goes to 10.
Yeah. That's good points.
I don't know that I'll remember this, but I hope I will. The rogue vessel. Sorry, the nebula will attack. I think. Did I just lose my tough? I guess so. It's just going to go from the rogue vessel anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So she attacks for. Sorry, 3, 4, and then after this, she places a threat on the main scheme. Tough is gone. No enemies in front of me. Schemes against you for 1, 2. That's it. So this goes to 13. And then we get cards. Pirate Lackey, I'll block with Moon Girl. And you get Fan the Flame, so you take 2 indirect damage, which can't be tokens.
That's right. I'm down to 7.
And then we each take 1 indirect damage.
Down to 6.
Milano passes to you. I have no turn, so I think I have to draw the mansion.
Right. Yeah, I'll use Power of Aggression to play Throg. Once again, you have the minions in front of you, not me. Draw a card with Nowhere. I will use Fertile Ground. Draw a card, gain a counter. And I will do my Growth Spurt to go to 6 counters. All right. So if I use you and you to play you, I can deal 5 and gain another counter. All right, I'm recovering. I have to recover back to
Yep.
full. I will flip up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Angela and Deft Focus to do a root stomp on the Pirate Lackey, which is a kill. And if this attack defeats, I gain a counter. I'm up to 7.
Perfect.
I could, so that was used. I could do a fruition to go to 9 and then do an I am Groot smash for 9.
She can only take 5.
She can only take 5. All right, then that's pointless. Instead, I could remove 7 threats. Or better, maybe
Very good.
better is I keep, maybe I just play the targeting screen to remove 3 threats. And then I pitch the fruition with the Milano to remove the whatchamacallit,
The
counter.
counter. Okay.
Yeah. So 3 threat from the targeting screen. Throg can also punch for 2, and I need to go to the washroom. I'll be right back.
All right. I will use my ingenuity to play a pistol. I'll attack for 2, so she's down to 15. Man. Then could use one of these to put a card on top. I wish I had the cannon. I guess I could put the sonic rifle on top. So I'll use a salvage for a reload to put the sonic rifle on top. Do this. Fire again. I will remove 3 threat. Flip down, shuffle in my lay down the law. Oh, sorry, that was a hero action, so I'll deal 2 damage before I do that. Down to 11. I'll heal 1. Then I will scrap my pistol. Wait, what happened to my sonic rifle that I put on top? Did I shuffle after I did it? Oh, I shuffled and lay down the law. All right. I'll keep the I've got a plan, but I'm going to take the rifle and then shuffle it in because that was poor order. My bad. All right, and I will use these 2 to play the sonic rifle, put the pistol on top, not shuffle. I was like, wait a second. Can't use that one. All right, ready them all up. Yeah, the Milano upgrades seem good. Maybe that's what we should have done here to give us a little help and then gotten the other cards for going into Ronin. All right, well, I've got a huge plan. I got Drax. If we want to go damage at some point here, I mean, knock on wood, we're keeping it together. Play this pistol. But honestly, I could just play these 3, which feels like what I want to do.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Evasion counter goes to 10. She is attacking you for 3.
She doesn't boost extra because of the stone, right? In this scenario?
No, that's Ronin.
All right, that's only Ronin. Throg is going to block.
3 + 1. He's out. Sorry, we should have put a threat on the main scheme first. Then she schemes against me for 1 + 2 is 3. It's at 14. Man, we are holding that steady.
Yeah, we need to get rid of that rogue vessel, man.
Ruthless. She attacks you. If damage is
Defend.
dealt, place an evasion counter on Nebula's ship.
Defend.
3+, place an evasion counter on her ship. She attacks you for 4.
I take 1 counter damage. That's it.
And a gang up on me goes into an assault, surges into a combat ready. We discard until we get a technique, and there is one. All right, so that's going to surge, accelerate, and I take a damage and go to 5. Man, that's terrible. And look at how long this game is too, man.
Yeah, I know.
All right, surges into another one. So this one will come out. All right, and then the rogue vessel deals us each a damage.
Okay, lose the counter.
Okay, so I'll heal 1 to go to 5. I mean, what are you at for counters?
I have 5.
Because I can drop Drax and then do I've got a plan, and we can just start punching, see if we get there. But our control isn't terrible.
Yeah. I have a root stomp. I mistakenly should have probably used lashing vines to ready.
Gotcha. I can get rid of 3. I can get rid of 12 threat, so that'll almost clear the main.
Targeting screen does automatically 2 every round.
It can do it right now, I assume.
It could do 2 threat from any scheme. So it could
I mean,
also
we could
do
bring
2
that to
from that
0.
side scheme. The side
We
scheme
wanna
only
leave.
has 2 left, right?
Yeah,
You
so
want to
we'll
leave
just
that
clear
one
that.
though, right?
No, it's a +1
Is it
damage.
a victory?
No. So
It's
I'm just
not a
trying to
victory?
figure out.
Damn.
No, I'm trying to figure out what else I do. The victory one is over here.
Hmm.
I guess I just need to remove 2 threat or 2 evasion.
2 evasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the Avengers Mansion is yours.
Okay. Well, there's no ally, no minions, so this and this become that.
I'll put my battery pack down and I'll try to cycle it and see what I get. Oh, there's my particle cannon. I'd love to have that, but I just can't. So I will.
Well, she can't take more than 5 in one punch, right?
Yeah.
All right.
2 and this. Should she have gotten rid of any of these? Did she activate against me?
I think it was
No.
the
No, she played it. Yeah. No.
No, this one. She played this one, but she had the other one when she activated against you during the boost. It
No.
would have just
No, I played a card. The card said to reveal this. Oh, I think I had to do more. I probably had to like reveal it and give her something. Yeah, I had to reveal this and do its special ability, and then since it was the first one, it surged.
okay.
I want to remove the rogue vessel, but those evasion counters will just stack up, and we won't be able to control threat.
Yeah. It's got to be on an off turn where it's only 1 counter, and then we can remove it, right? So it would be on our next turn, which is essentially I have it.
All right, I'm going to play the pistol, and then I've got a plan, so I'm going to thwart for 3, ready, 4, ready, 5. So 3 + 4 + 5 is 12, and I'm bringing this down to 2.
Okay.
My pistol will hit her for 2. And we are bringing her down to the point where if you drew a couple I am Groots.
Yeah, as long as she doesn't have the can't take more than 5 damage thing.
Right, it's a good point. And then I will confuse her even if it goes away. And you get a card draw.
Yeah, unfortunately the I'm Groots are in the bin right now.
Yeah.
All right, so over to me, right? How much health does she have right now?
She's at 6 health.
6 health.
But I don't think we want to flip her, but that might be your only option, huh?
I mean, that's all I have
Yeah.
realistically. So,
All right. Yeah, that's good.
uh, so I can use, I don't think I'm using this. So Helicarrier and Own Technique. My first card I play is Clobber. Goes back to my hand, 3 damage.
All right. She's got to retaliate.
Retaliate, I take 1 counter of damage. So I'm down to 4.
Okay.
I will then use Deft Focus and Into the Fray to play Root Stomp to deal 5 damage. I lose a counter, but I gain a counter for defeating her.
Yep. All right. So now when she activates, we only choose one thing to get rid of. But she's at 34. So, I mean, there's an argument being made that we could bring her down.
So I think I do flip down here.
Okay.
I will Fertile Ground, gain a counter, draw a card. And that puts me at 5, and then 2 from Growth Spurt, that puts me at 7. It's unfortunate that I drew Gamora with no extra cards. That's fine. Clobber is just going to play the Entangling Vines.
Do you have an ally in play?
I do not.
So I'm probably dead.
Then maybe I shouldn't have flipped down.
She's going to attack me for 2. I have 1 defense, and then the Rogue Vessel is going to deal me 1. So I'm taking 2. So she'd have to boost 3 to kill me or attack me a second time. So maybe I'm okay.
Maybe you're okay. If that's the case, I mean,
should you stay up?
I probably should. I'll lose 3 counters then, so I'll be at 4 instead of 7. That's fine. It's more important to keep you alive, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a world where this pops and we win still. So it's just keeping this control as best we can, you know?
Yep.
Just frustrating. All right. So she adds an evasion counter, which is 2, 4. So this is going to go to 6. Then she's going to attack me. Are you just going to have to defend twice?
Well, yeah, I think so. I defend.
All right. So, hold on. When she activates, so I resolve both of these.
Sure.
So I take a damage and place a threat on the main scheme, and then I'll get rid of the take a damage. Then she's attacking you for 2. +1 is 3, so you take none.
I take none. I'll use 2 counters for Lashing Vines and Ready Up.
Okay. And then she's going to add another threat to the main scheme and attack you for 2.
I'll defend again.
Plus after, so you take none, and then you're stunned.
That's unfortunate.
I get combat ready, so I'm discarding a technique. It's going to make me discard a random card in my hand, and then it surges. I lose my reload. Surge into another one. And then you get Lethal Intent with 4 on it, and then we each take an indirect damage.
Hey, I'm down to 1 counter.
And now she's Stalwart, so that confuse goes away.
Okay. Over to us.
All right, I do have a Flora and Fauna.
You need it for your guns?
I also have a Thruster Boot. I don't know. Well, we got to talk, like, is this the point where we just try to do 34 damage?
Well, I am stunned, so I can't personally attack.
And she's reducing it by 1 every time now.
That's right.
So I think it's not that world.
No.
All right.
I do have targeting screen for 3 threat off of something.
I think we just have to leave the lethal intent and get an extra card because otherwise we put another technique out and she's sitting on 4 and only getting rid of 1 at a time, right?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
So this
Okay,
gets rid of 3.
damage, I have Gamora. I can start with Gamora. I pitch this strength in the boot camp to play Gamora. And when I do that, I draw a card. Martial prowess. Of course I would get martial prowess. Why wouldn't I get martial prowess? I can't actually do damage because I'm stunned. So I would literally just be doing a no quarter to nothing. Because it just removes stun.
Do you want to get rid of the rogue vessel?
I was just thinking that. I only have 3 cards left, so I'm going to be gaining an extra encounter card here, probably if I use Gamora. Because I was thinking Gamora can maybe draw me another card, and then I'd be able to play the martial prowess, and then
Oh,
get
I
rid
can
of the
ready
rogue
you.
vessel.
I can ready you.
You can ready me?
Yeah, flora and fauna.
Yeah, but okay. Attack for 2, which is only an attack for 1 with Gamora, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's just start there. See if I discard. Oh my god, it's an I am Groot. Okay, so
How many counters do you have?
I have 1. I have 1. I have aggressive energy for no quarter though. So what do I do here?
I think we have to figure. I think we have to let like there's no guard. So I think we have to figure out a way to get you counters and hit her hard with that. The problem is this make us lose random cards, so holding on to I am Groot could just end up in discarding it.
Yeah,
But
know.
I feel like
I'm
some
going to deck
form
out,
of
though,
go
so
for damage
it needs
is
to be done, right?
Is where we're at now, but she subtracts 2 from it's a lot.
Yeah. So if I got the flora and fauna, I would ready up. I'd gain 2 counters. I could then remove my stun. Keep
Right.
3 counters. I would remove my stun, and then I'd be able to no quarter for 5 damage.
Which
is
go down
which
2
would
to
be
3.
Down 2 to 3.
I think we just do it.
She has a reduction of 2, so Gamora didn't do any damage.
Right.
Okay, so instead of her attacking, she's just going to remove a threat.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than you give me flora and fauna, I have nothing really.
Yeah, take flora and fauna because my pistols deal 0 damage. So
I'll have the 2. I'll have the 2 counters. I'll attack to remove my stun. And then I'm going to use martial prowess and aggressive energy to do no quarter for 5, which is actually only reduced, 3.
So 29.
Are
you out of cards?
I have 1 card left, which is the I am Groot. So I'm just going to use it with the Milano to get rid of Rogue Vessel.
Hold on. So here's a question. I can play my thruster boots, right?
Yeah.
I have a card draw with Avengers Mansion. Thruster boots will clear this down to 0. Do we want to both flip down and hope we flip up next turn with everything we got? Or is that too bold? Is that too bold?
It might be too bold, but it also might be the way.
So then the question is, I could take the Avengers Mansion draw and put another pistol out. Or you could take it and clear the Rogue Vessel. But it sounds like if we're just going to go all in, we're just going to let the Rogue Vessel sit
there. If I'm flipping down, I'm going to do Fertile Ground and draw a card. And that's a hero action, isn't it?
No.
The Rogue Vessel?
Yep, it's first player action.
Okay, so if whatever I get with Fertile Ground, I could pitch and keep the I am Groot.
So should we go for it?
Sure. Let's try it.
All right, it's a little too
Roots.
bold, but
It
we'll see what we
probably
can do.
is. Root stomp. I'll just pitch the root stomp. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Man, you
The
got
root
both of
stomp?
those. You have 2 damage cards, huh?
Yeah.
I think you should hold them.
So should I have not done no quarter for 3 damage?
We didn't know you were going to draw the other, so we really can't go back.
I know. It's true.
I think if I bring this down, right, then this is going to go up. This is going to add 4, 5, 6. This is going to go to 6. She's going to scheme twice, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So
Then she'll scheme. If she schemes twice for 3, it pops. If she doesn't scheme for 3, then she has to advance to pop it. And we're in trouble, but we might have 2 turns. So that's the question. Are we throwing in the towel by doing that? And is it worth it, right?
yeah. I mean, how much health does she have?
29.
29. So I have a potential because I would be up to 6, then I would be up to 8, I'd be up to 9
Right.
next round.
You've got 14 damage.
So I've got 14 damage in this
Plus
hand right
attack
now.
for 3 is
Plus
17.
attack.
So you're asking me to find 12, which is 2
Actually,
pistols.
it's an attack. I have an attack of 5 with vine spikes, and then I could also ready and attack again. So I have a potential
Just do
of
it. I think it's going to
14.
fail.
Yeah.
Your 14 plus 5 is 19.
14 plus 5 is 19. I could ready up, attack for another 3. So it's 20. I have a
22.
potential of 22.
I got 2 pistols, gets us to 26. My attack gets us to
But
28.
don't forget, she has the reduction on her.
But if we get rid of both reductions,
Are we able to?
yeah, each time she activates.
Okay.
However, she discards a random card from our hand.
Does she? Oh, really? Wow.
So she's going to make us lose the cards we want to kill her. So the real question becomes, if we flip down here, I think we just go for it. I think I'm
Sure.
tired.
Yeah, me too.
All right. I think we just don't overthink it. So I will thruster boots. Thruster boots will remove 4 threat. I'll flip down. Oh, what did I use to do that? I should draw my card first here. It's a lay down the law. I don't care about that. I'll use this double to play my pistol. And I can scrap that at the start of the next turn. Firing at her with the pistol doesn't get anywhere. And I'll crew quarters myself to heal 1. So it's
Give
like
me an encounter card.
double Fernax kind of junk that kills us. All right, here we go. You feeling lucky, Brian?
Sure, yeah. Dice. Roll the dice.
Nick Schadenfreude. So I just drew 2 damage. Battery pack can be cycled. Onrush cannot be played. Professor X does basically nothing.
Well, Nick is 6 damage.
Oh, Nick is 6, right? So there might be a world here, Brian. All right,
So
we
you're
add an
telling me
evasion
there's a
counter.
chance.
4, 5, 6. Here we go, everybody. Epic conclusion. Then she makes you discard 2 random cards and you're stunned.
Ouch.
I didn't think about that. But I think it's if we can deal 29 in 2 turns now.
All right, I lost a root stomp and I am Groot.
Seriously?
The threat I am Groot.
Oh, okay. I was like, then we're screwed. All right, then she schemes for 2. 3, 4. Goes to 10. Then she makes me discard a random card, and I am stunned. I lose Onrush. That's survivable. No damage reduction left. Stunned. I can use a pistol to get rid of stun. Schemes for 2, 3, no, 4, and an evasion counter. Okay. We got through that. And then we get cards. You're getting 3. Pirate Lackey, doesn't matter. Fan the Flames, you take 2 indirect damage.
Okay, puts me down to 8.
And a Caught Off Guard. Can you survive that? Maybe nowhere?
I could just get rid of my Entangling Vines, the thwart one.
Okay. And I get a Pirate Lackey, doesn't do anything. All right, passes to me. So we are stunned, which sucks. I can't confuse her, so Professor X is probably out unless I need to stun one of these lackeys.
Question. If I play Clobber while I'm stunned, does it not go back to my hand?
I don't know. I think it cancels the attack. I don't know. It's a question. It's a chat question. We take 1 damage from the rogue vessel.
Okay.
Because some cards like continue their effect and you just cancel the damage part.
8, 9. Okay.
All right, I can play Nick, deal 6.
Targeting screen removes 2 threat.
I mean, I think we can deal 29 damage over 2 turns. So then it's just a matter of, are we just going to deal with these lackeys? We probably do.
How much health does she have then?
She has 29.
Yeah. So it says deal 3 damage to an enemy, period. If this is the first card you played this turn, return it to your hand. I think it still returns to my hand.
I think it would return to your hand too.
Okay, so that would clear my stun. I get it back. Then this could play it. Then this and this could play that. So that is 9, 12, 13, 14, plus 5 is 19, plus ready, plus 3. So I have at least, I think I have at least 22 damage.
Okay. Okay.
You're first, right?
Yeah, so I guess I'm just going all in, huh?
I think that's what we do, man.
All right. Ingenuity, Nick Fury deals 4 damage. Goes to 25. Then you draw the card. You draw the card.
Root Stomp.
I flip up. I use a pistol, get rid of my stunned. We might got this, Brian. We might got this. Nick attacks for 2, 23. I have the mounted laser cannon that I forgot about, 20. Rocket attacks for 2, 18. Pistol attacks for 2, 16. And I forgot on the flip up, I'll lay down the law to get rid of 4 threat. Well, I got you down to 16.
Okay, so over to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll flip up. I will power regression for Clobber. All right, that removes my stun. Even if I want to Grim Rule it and it doesn't come back to my hand, I have Root Stomp, which is 5.
Yeah. 11.
I have an I Am Groot, which is 9.
2.
And then I can punch for 5.
Woo!
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh, how did we survive that?
Holy shit.
Sorry everybody for the screaming. Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
god.
The plan
Oh my
worked,
God.
Groot. The plan worked, Groot. I got a plan. Listen to me.
Yes.
What a mess.
So,
The
like I
double
said,
flip down, chaos, pray.
oh my god. Oh my god.
Man, that's a
So
hard
good.
mission.
Oh my god, the brain power, the brain power.
Yeah, that would hurt, man.
And
All
I
right.
didn't even attack with Gamora and find something else. Okay,
Right.
yeah. So
Well,
I
I'm
still
telling you,
had
like,
another
and
attack.
I know alter ego is tricky, but look at what we managed to, like, the double alter ego was just the key we got there, right?
Yeah,
And there
it
was all
was
sorts of chaos
all
that
in.
went wrong. She advances, she draws her other one, she flips a scheme, more evasion counters. I don't think there's guard minions. That's what really made me want to go that direction. But that
So
was
did we even
crazy.
get any credits other than just playing the match?
All right. We get one. Victory. Yeah, we had the Badoon Headhunter, so we get two. One
Oh,
or
Brian.
fewer evasion counters. And if the main scheme is on stage 1B, it's actually still on stage 1.
Yeah,
So we got 4 credits each.
Brian, I love your comment. That is awesome. I love dodgeball. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works. Let's see how it goes. Love it. It's awesome.
Whew.
So we got
I
4
felt so
credits.
rocket like. I was like, Groot, listen, this is what we're gonna do. I got a plan, okay? We're flipping down. This is gonna be crazy. It was like,
So
I don't know if this is gonna work. I pictured it just failing epically, and we couldn't get rid of the damage reductions, and we're
so
stunned. And I was like, oh,
we got 4. We still got 4 credits.
we got 4 credits each.
All right. So you're at 5 and I'm at 4.
Oh man, that was.
That
It feels fun because we won, but I don't know that. I don't know that it was.
you don't
It
know
was
that it was a
rough.
win?
No, I just don't know. I hate to say it wasn't fun. Like, oh, people shouldn't watch. It wasn't fun or whatever. It's just
Okay.
frustrating. It's just frustration after frustration, you know?
The the fun part for me is realizing that we had it there at one moment to eke out the win.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. I mean, when you're drowning in a threat and all of this just stuff in front of you, and you're like, how am I going to get out of this? And then you made the call. You made
I
the
made
call,
it, man.
man. You made it.
Oh, I was just like, what if we just deal 29? And my thought process actually, if we can't deal 29, we might be in a spot where the main scheme flips, we
Yeah.
survive, and we do the remaining damage on the following turn, even if one of us dies.
Yes. I mean, I would have made this the sacrifice play like Groot does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting there. Brian says rebuild the decks to have more events. I agree. This deck, I built the other deck. It worked good. I didn't have this one quite ready, and then we kind of rolled right into the next one. And I
Yeah.
forgot the stealth strikes, which are huge with him, especially against the pirate lackeys, because I would draw a card and remove 2 threat. So those would be huge. And I needed just play for justice. Like, I love lay down the law with him, but having played her, there was just no guarantee I could flip that readily.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, staying on the main scheme. Had we flipped to scheme 2, I think it would have felt a lot more difficult. But as long as we were on scheme 1, I felt like we were okay.
Yeah.
Because once you go to this one, it's ridiculous. She adds 2 more evasion counters, so then you can't get rid of them. You can't even play catch up.
Yeah.
Anymore. It's just nuts. And whatnot. But
Brian,
yeah, and then that's where expert gets so much harder. She can't get rid. If she drew those 4 techniques on the opening turn, what do you do?
that's rough on expert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just drowning.
So it's just like they just push the pedal so hard in every possible way, and they don't give you any out. So like Scott L was saying, I love this game. I'm sorry, Brian. I know I'm not giving you a word.
Oh, go ahead.
I love this game. I love this fight because there's so many things you have to decide. And I agree, making those tough decisions can be interesting, but knowing that every turn you have to pick, and you can never say, let me pick one this turn, and then the next turn we can deal with the other one. You can't do that. You always have to deal
No.
with everything on the spot. Yeah, it just seems tough. Like, and I do feel like if this card just said remove as many as you want, but I mean, I guess you'd still be wanting to remove them. It's the exhaust of Milano, right? And then it makes you with that rogue ship, and now
Exactly.
we just
It's
couldn't
like
find that turn to get rid of the rogue ship.
you really have to, the thing is you really have to give up your good hands sometimes to get there, to be able to remove the evasion counters, because if you just let them go, you're done.
Yeah.
You're not going to get very far, right? And that's where it hurts, because the Milano is a resource, and you're giving up 2 cards, most likely 2 cards to do that. So there goes 3 resources on your turn,
We
especially if
did
you're in
not give
hero
her
form.
back the Power Stone.
Oh no,
It's okay. We got through it.
that's right. That's
At
fine.
least Ronan, if we have to fight him a few times, we have the whole stream. This one would have felt like, oh no, Brian, I can't clean this up and fight again.
Yeah.
So now it feels like we get to Ronan, we just play him whatever number of times until we feel like. I think we should have aggression decks on the side though, and if it just doesn't go well in a couple plays, we just go double aggression and see if we
Yeah.
load damage. What happens?
I mean, so I love Groot. I love his whole as you can see. I love his whole mechanic with really playing with those counters. Because if you do it right, once you really get to know him as a character and you do it, you can really move him back and forth, be like, okay, I can spend a couple here to do that because I know I don't have anything in my hand that's going to require the growth counters. And then on the next turn, I can flip down and if you've got the fertile grounds already, you're getting 3. You got those fruitions, which gain you more. So he just
Yeah.
I think I can do it in protection, man. I think we can get it.
right.
Protection is really strong these
Oh, yeah,
days.
yeah, yeah.
I think
Totally go for
I
it.
can protect myself, and go ahead. Go with the what do you add to him? Is it pre-militants?
Yep.
And you're gonna go justice?
I think so. I think I have to.
Okay, so
But I'm
add
going to
some stealth
switch my justice
strikes.
build. It'll be
Yes.
allies. It'll be allies that can thwart and block. And then I'll put a sense of justice in, although I have ingenuity, but maybe I want both with multitasking and sense of justice. And I might
Yeah,
put a lay down the law in, but I might just live without it.
yeah. I
That's
think I'm
what's so
gonna go
tough. We couldn't
for
flip against, like we were flipping against Nebula, so it's hard to say we couldn't. But it took all of our card power to then get control back from flipping because we couldn't confuse her.
yeah. So the thing is, I am going to go heavy protection. And if I can get there with Groot, he's got all these growth counters, which in a protection base, if I'm not worrying that much about the 2 different I am Groots, the thwart and the attack one, it is just extra health and damage to absorb so that Ronan doesn't get the Power Stone back. And then if I need to block for you with allies or whatever, I'm hoping we can get there. I'm gonna try and build something heavy on the defense, because Groot is one of the only characters that can get up to like almost a 10 stat on defense. Because once he gets his what's it called? The Vine Shield +3 defense, static +3 defense by using a growth counter. It's amazing.
Yeah. He's so good. Yeah, he's just got some of the highest potential of anybody, but that also makes him late game, which is the part we're trying to get to. And we just made. I wonder if that was round 10. I would laugh so hard if that was round 10 because I constantly say that Groot kicks in at round 10, like and really. Now you were the MVP of the whole thing. The only credit Rocket gets in both of those was the final turn.
Yes. He was the mastermind.
The bold move was all on me.
We got there, Steve. We
Steve,
got there.
You missed it, man. It was crazy. We both flipped down and we survived and we flipped up and had the damage and it was amazing. We don't want to know any mistakes we make, so don't tell us.
Scott said a bunch of stuff here, actually. If you want to read them.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Milano is for sure a bottleneck in the design. Yeah, there's so much that puts pressure on the Milano. The whole modular set uses the Milano and there's no way to ready it once it's exhausted. I wonder if the match in particular would have improved by having a way to pay to ready the Milano as a first player action, like you're spending your turn piloting the ship. Dude, straight up, I think what they should have done is phase 1, she's in the ship and you're fighting ship to ship. And then either she wins or you win. So either the evasion counters go down and she's catching up with you. And if they get to 0, then boom, you get this Nebula. And if you get to a certain distance, then you can like attack her and shoot her down. And then you get this Nebula. And now you fight her on the ground. I think they should have made it 2 phases. You're fighting her in the ship and then you fight her on the ground. And then the techniques could come out for phase 2 and not be removable, but you're just going straight, damage against each other. And I think that would have been their best bet. Instead, you have this weird where evading your ship, or you're evading ours, or whatever the heck is happening, but then we're also fighting you in person. And
Yeah.
thematically, it doesn't make sense.
But also thematically, Ronan shows up in space, right? Catches up to us when we're getting her.
Right.
But I mean, you could have just been like, oh, it's on nowhere, where they actually did that in the movie, right? Where Ronan
Yeah.
catches up to you. So
Ronan at least feels like that Kree supremacy ship is like, it could be orbiting the planet and firing at you or something. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
he just
But
goes
hers feels
down.
like it's this chase, and I think they should have just embraced the chase. I mean, they wanted to use those techniques, and then it's cool that the technique she has here, she has on her hero character. So that was an
Yeah.
awesome connection they made. But it just got overbloated, I think. But I think the two stages would have been really fun. Like, this stage either ends if you get her to 12 evasion counters, or if she gets to 0 and she starts at 6, you know?
Yep. So the take the fight to them worked out, dude. That was a good call. This one worked.
Yeah, that worked well. Whew,
So
they made
yeah.
it look super easy. Yeah, that's not what we did, but we did it. Look at that. We're 4-0, baby. 4-0. How does that feel?
That for this campaign, that feels amazing.
Yeah,
Especially with these two characters
right.
who, like everyone knows, and we've already talked about, are notoriously bad for this campaign.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it would be interesting. I mean, I guess I have the Star-Lord one where I just cruise through it. Maybe I'll do it sometime myself, and I'll just pilot Gamora, or even, you know what I'll do? I'll do Venom and Wolverine through this campaign.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
That might be fun because I've done so much Star-Lord. It might be fun to just do Venom and
Mix it up.
Wolverine, because those are two that I haven't done as much. Or maybe I should try like a Shadow Cat. Maybe I'll do Wolverine and Shadow Cat. That might be fun.
Shadow Cat.
I don't know if I
I
want
don't
to do
think-
this campaign again. I don't know if I'm ready.
No, I think you need a nice break for now. After we're done here.
Yeah,
We're done here.
I don't know if we navigated or if she navigated us. Again, I felt like we had a. If you ask me what a key turn was in the middle or a key decision, I have no idea what it was. I know at the end that ended up being key. I don't think we would have survived if we didn't flip down there. I don't think I had enough
Nope.
health to keep going.
I think
And your
at
counters just
that
weren't going to get us there.
yeah, I think at that point we were starting to drown, and we just needed to come back up. And like you said, we'll remove the two she can't the reductions on those.
Yeah.
But if she had gotten the can't take more than 5 damage attachment, that would have really boned us.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Brian, don't go there. Don't go there.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You're so right. I wonder because you dealt 9 with the 1 attack, but everything else was less than 5. So could we have found 4 more damage?
Well, I did have 4 more damage. Yeah.
So
I did an
think you're
attack with Gamora, and I could have readied and attacked again.
Got it.
So that was an extra 5 damage right there.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I think we're going to call it here because I'm hungry.
Yes, agreed.
Monday morning. Nope, Monday morning. Friday morning.
9
a.m. Join us
Conclusion.
here, and we will be doing the finale against Ronan. It sounds like Justice Rocket, Protection Groot is the way to go.
Yeah.
Probably two of their favorite aspects, so it makes sense. And we'll have some aggression, double aggression in the can in case we don't get through it in 2 goes if they're long, and we'll see how it goes. So
Cool.
That is that, everybody. So thanks for joining us. Until next time, I'm the Brandt.
I'm Brian.
And we hope you step into the portal. Thanks, everybody. Woo, we did it. I got to play it. Listen to me, Groot.
Bye, guys.